What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk, and we got another live play-by-play, and it is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Both teams 1-1. So far, Cleveland is 0-1 at home, Pittsburgh 1-0 on the road, and that is where both teams will be playing tonight's game. I'm going to share screen over here. Get that all squared away. But for now, I'll be talking to you guys. What's up, everybody? We got an interesting game here. It's an AFC North rivalry. Cleveland has a very talented roster. Obviously, they're waiting on Deshaun Watson to come back. Pittsburgh right now in kind of the limbo, whether they are finally going to move on to their young rookie quarterback or not. For now, they are relying on Mitch Trubisky, and they also don't have TJ Watt. I don't know. It's going to be a hard one for Pittsburgh, I think. But at the same time, Pittsburgh could easily win this game. I think this is very much a toss-up football game because Cleveland is now, for now, relying on Jacoby Brissett. See if we see anybody in the injury report that's worth mentioning. Not particularly, I don't think. Steven Sims, an ex-Washington player. He's got some talent. He just had the case of the drops over here. The over-under is 38 in this game. I feel like it should be the over. I think we're going to see some points today, but not much. Over, like 23-20, so that'll put us at 43 points. I think we're going to hit the over today. And the spread is right now Browns minus 4.5. I probably would take the Steelers. Give me the Steelers plus 4.5 because I think it's pretty much a coin toss game anyway. So may as well take the points with me. As I said, I think it's going to be a 3-point game. We'll see how it goes. Cocosio in the house. What up, Cocosio? What up, DRG? How you guys doing tonight? We got 12.5 minutes until kickoff. Remember, you can watch the game on Amazon Prime, or that's where you have to watch the game. Or you have the NFL app. But the other option, try going to twitch.com. You know what? I want to try that actually now that I think about it. Let's go to Twitch, or excuse me, it's twitch.tv, excuse me. And I'm curious if you can watch the Browns game. Yeah, Prime Video. I don't know if this is going to work throughout. I don't know if you can see this. But it seems like this is, for now, the actual game. This is the same thing I'm watching. So if you go to twitch.tv and you go to like the home page, on this page, you should be able to find it. What's hot right now, it's 35K viewers. So you may be able to watch it here for free. So try this again. Yeah, take the Steelers, the Dwellers. I like that better. Ready for this week 3? I am ready for this week 3. All of a sudden, I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. Anyway. All right. Okay. Richard Sherman, Tony Gonzalez, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's a pretty good lineup there of commentators. Yeah, Mitch Trubisky right now is only 362 yards in 2 games, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. When are they just going to throw the rookie out there and see what he has in the tank? Now, they have a ton of weapons over here. A ton of weapons. They got Deontay Johnson, who's an absolute stud. They have Chase Claypool, who's awesome as far as an athlete is concerned. Nice receiver as well. You have George Pickens, their rookie second-round pick with a ton of talent. Pat Freiermuth is a great tight end. Najee Harris, an awesome running back, young second-year player, arguably the number 1 running back, maybe number 2 behind Jonathan Taylor as far as the future is concerned. Over like the next 7 years, it's going to be between him and Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion, of who's going to have the most yards in the next 7 seasons or so. So those are the weapons on those sides. Excuse me, on that side, I should say. For Cleveland, they got Amari Cooper over the offseason. Jacoby Brissett. Of course, they have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, the best running back duo in the entire football league. And they also have some other interesting ones. Dearness Johnson and Jerome Ford. Even if one of these two goes down, they really have just a stable of running backs. Receivers a little bit more of a question mark outside of Amari Cooper. Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Bell, Anthony Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz is a second-year player out of Auburn. He's got true elite speed. Peoples-Jones and David Bell, meh. David Njoku just can never live up to the hype of being a number one tight end. He's got all the athleticism in the world. Hasn't really been able to live up to the hype yet. Then they have a ton of talent on defense. They got Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive players in the entire football league. Jadeveon Clowney, a former number one overall pick, is out apparently right now. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a guy that should have been drafted in the first round, arguably, but everybody had him projected in that range. He ended up getting all the way to the mid of the second round, and it seems to be a steal for them to get JOK out of Notre Dame. They also have Anthony Walker Jr. in the linebacker room. Then you have Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, John Johnson, and Greg Newsome. You can't ask for a much better secondary than these four right here. I mean, that is a lot of talent in their secondary. I don't know if it's literally number one. I have to think about that more. But, man, they don't even have Greedy Williams right now, and they're still absolutely balling in the secondary. So there's the Browns. We'll go ahead and move over to the Steelers roster as well. We touched on their offense already, all the weapons they have. Then Mitch Trubisky. Their offensive line is not great. This has been a weak offensive line for a couple of years now. Ever since they lost Pouncey and Villanueva, they've really struggling to try to find a good group of offensive linemen. On the defensive side, it really hurts to lose TJ Watt. He is obviously their bread and butter. He can take on quadruple teams and still somehow get pressure to the quarterback. But they do have Cameron Hayward still, who's getting up there in age. Devin Bush, Miles Jack they added. Then in the secondary, they have Minkah Fitzpatrick. So it's still a stout defensive group, but obviously hurts a lot without TJ Watt. I think the Browns have the slight edge in this game. The odds makers agree. But this a very slight edge. I would only put it as a -3, but I think they're going to give them -4.5 just because they're at home, being the Browns. I think that's why they're up to 4.5. But for the most part, I think this is within a -3 kind of game, -2.5, -2, something like that. So that's how I see this game. Why was Jameis Smith-Williams limited today? I'm not sure. I didn't check that one out. Browns 4.5 now. Yep. I want a game like the Chargers-Steelers game last year, man. Why do I forget that game? Did they play on primetime last year? $41-37. No, they played on a Sunday. I'm assuming this was not a night game because I don't remember watching this game. Recap. I think this is probably not a night game, so I didn't catch this one. But yeah, 41-37 kind of a game. That's insane. Yeah, both teams played really well, clearly. But yeah, I mean, if we can get a big shootout kind of game, I think it's going to be more like 23-20. I don't think they're going to go nuts in the scoring department, but I do think they're going to get the over of 38. But 23-20 Cleveland is my prediction heading into this game. Pretty sure it was. I just don't remember that game off the top of my head. I really don't, but who knows? You could be right. You may be right. All right. So we got the game set as far as the teams. We understand which guys are coming in for these two. Then we have Kevin Stefanski versus Mike Tomlin. And Kevin Stefanski, since he's been in Cleveland, has a horrible record against the AFC North. I wish I could remember off the top of my head. Somebody mentioned it before. I think he's like 2-10 or something like against the AFC North since he's come here. So can he get his third win? That goes against what I'm saying as far as them being the slight favorites. But without TJ Watt, I think that Jacoby Brissett is going to be able to get a little bit more out of his game today, maybe buy a little bit of time in the pocket, not have to face so much pressure with TJ Watt. They're going to put pressure on him, though. It's not going to be easy for Jacoby Brissett. Mike Tomlin's defense knows how to play. Of course, they have Brian Flores as the linebackers coach back there as well. So this is not an easy defense to play against at all. The Patriots put up 17 points on them last week. So it was a 17-14 game that they lost. And then the Steelers won the first week. Who was it that they played the week one? Week one, they played the Bengals. That's right, with 4 interceptions and a fumble from Joe Burrow. They absolutely harassed him throughout the day, and they actually won in overtime 23-20. So Joe Burrow obviously having a slow start this year, but he's faced 2 really good defenses and defensive coordinators, I should say, mainly with Dallas and Pittsburgh. So it was a Sunday Night Football game? Good night. Why can't I remember that game at all? I almost have no recollection of that game. Seriously, that's crazy. And it sounds like it was an exciting game. How did I not? I don't know. I'm doing this too much now, apparently. Sup, I got you on my headphones whilst I nod off. I'll stop by this weekend, Tim. Thanks, Pat. What's up, bro? What's good, Patrick West? How you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping on through, ladies and gents. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a good game. That's what I'm predicting is a close one. Even if it's a low-scoring affair, I just want it close. I want it to come down to the wire. I want the fourth quarter to matter. You know, right now, George Pickens has done absolutely nothing this season. And this is obviously the guy I wanted big time. He's only ended up with 2 catches for 23 yards in 2 games. He has been a non-factor. And I looked at the snap count, I think at least for the first game, and he played a decent amount of snaps. So it's not like he's just not being used. I think he played 60% of snaps or something along those lines. So I don't know why Mitch is having trouble finding him. Is he not getting open? I don't know. We're going to try to keep an eye on that tonight. But, he's the guy I really wanted in the second round, though, for Washington to get. But so far, obviously, our guy is doing a whole lot better in Jahan Dotson so far. He's found the end zone 4 times. So can't complain much about Jahan Dotson at all. I just really wanted this to. So hopefully he continues to struggle, and then, I can say, hey, we made the right decision. All right. We're 2 minutes away from kickoff. Let's make sure I am up to snuff with the... How do I do this? Whoop. I hate when it does this. There you go. Still learning the Amazon Prime situation, Making sure you can't do the ×2 speed to make sure you're as far up as possible. But, oh well, what are you going to do? All right, we're about to get kickoff. That's sad to not see Myles Garrett versus TJ Watt on the graphic. They had to put up Cameron Hayward, of course, because TJ's not playing tonight. Not quite the same feeling, considering how TJ just keeps getting snubbed by pretty much everybody. He did not get the Defensive Player of the Year over Aaron Donald last year. And then in Madden, Myles Garrett was the highest rated player, not TJ Watt, as far as a defensive lineman, defensive end. He just keeps getting snubbed. So I would have loved to see the matchup to see who actually sees more pressures and more action. But Myles Garrett is a stud too. So I'm not saying that Myles Garrett doesn't deserve to be extremely highly rated elsewhere, like in Madden and whatever. But TJ's kind of a stud, okay? It's kind of crazy. Who are these two? I have no idea who these guys are. Hype guys for the Browns, I guess. It's another 50-50 game. That's right, Bill. How's it going, Bill? Browns need a win. Yeah. Browns have to stay afloat. If they could somehow find their way in the playoffs, they're going to be an extremely dangerous football team with Deshaun Watson. Extremely dangerous. They just smashed a Pittsburgh Steelers guitar. That's funny. The dog pound. Awesome. A lot of fun. Doing good, Bill? Good. I'm glad. All right, Chris Boswell. So it'll be the Browns who won the toss, and they will elect to receive to start this game. Jerome Ford, the return man for Cleveland. Chris Boswell in to kick it away for the Steelers. And here we go. We got the kick. And will it be a touchback? Yes, it will. Kicked out of the back of the end zone. Nice big kick by Boswell. And Jacoby Brissett will come onto the field for the first time tonight at their own 25-yard line. There's Nick Chubb coming out there with them. Absolute stud out of Georgia. Remember, I was not a believer in Nick Chubb at all, to be very frank. I was not going to hide that fact. I was like, man, whatever. And then all of a sudden, he just kept getting 100-yard games, 100-yard games, 100-yard games. And he made me a believer. All right, here we go. Peoples-Jones goes in motion from left to right. Got a heavy formation, 2 tight ends on the right as well. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Chubb, and Chubb will just try to get what he can and maybe a yard on first down. 2nd and 9 coming up for Cleveland. Not a lot of room to run there, so he just literally barreled through the defensive line to get anything. 2nd and 9. Kevin Stefanski, 3rd year as a head coach. He's a 20-15 regular season, 1-1 in the postseason. All right, 2 receivers to each side. Nick Chubb, the single back. Under center takes the snap, handoff to the right side, and he's got plenty of room to run, and he hurdles a man. Minka Fitzpatrick does trip him up at least, and it's a big first down for the Browns. What an awesome blocks up front. I mean, he had a whole gaping hole to run through. No questions asked. Batonio doing a great job. Zeller, yeah, great job by the offensive line. I mean, he didn't have to get touched until 10 yards downfield. And 1st and 10 Browns now in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Up to their own 39-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. 4-man rush, has a little bit of pressure, and he does get rid of the football somehow. He was inside the grasps, looked like, of Hayward. No, I don't know if it was Hayward, actually. I think it was big boy number 99 for the Steelers. And it looked like he was just going to go down, but somehow nobody got a hand on the football, so he was able to just at least throw it into somebody else's direction. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Will we see Whopper Jr. hands tonight? Yeah, good old Kenny Pickett with the small, tiny hands. Well, those tiny hands did him well in preseason. We'll see if once he gets in, but I hope we do see him, honestly. Jacoby Brissett in the shotgun. Hunt goes in motion, takes the snap, setting up the screen on the right side, and he has nowhere to go. Number 2, is that Damari Cooper? Yeah, he actually is going to get tackled for a loss. And it'll be 3rd down and 11 after that one. That just did not set up well at all. All right, so somehow he got back to line of scrimmage. I did not see it that way. So they're going to say it's still 3rd and 10 at the 39-yard line. Empty backfield, takes a snap, 4-man rush, good protection, steps up, has plenty of time, throwing it to his left side, and nearly intercepted. Looked like he was looking for Peoples-Jones, and number 29, I believe it was, for the Steelers. Levi Wallace, nearly getting the interception. Jacoby Brissett a little bit late on that throw. If he could have got rid of it, yeah, he waited for him to turn around. If he would have thrown that ball ahead of time, pre-reading it, Levi probably would not have had enough time to get there. So instead, it's an incomplete pass, and that will force the punt. Yo, Tim's the best YouTuber out here. Thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate the kind words there, bro. All right, the snap. There's the punt for Cleveland. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. Not a very good punt there from, who is it, Rojorges? What in the world is that punter's name? What was that? Bajorquez? What in the world am I saying? Yeah, 26-year-old punter just kicked it right into the end zone, not even giving him his guys a chance to down it inside the 10. Who do you think is going to win this game? I get the Browns in a close one, 23-20. That is my prediction here. I think we are going to hit the over, but I got the Browns in a very close game. They got to just rely on that run game. I don't like that on that one, they decided to go to the air. Nick Chubb, like the Steelers don't have a great run defense, actually, especially without TJ Watt. So I think they need to rely on a heavy dose of the run game because I don't think Jacoby Brissett's going to destroy this secondary. But we saw, let's go ahead and refresh this. Nick Chubb had 2 carries for 14 yards, a big one to get a first down. And I don't know why you go away from that, right? Like, it's kind of odd, especially on that first down. They decided to go with a pass, and he nearly got sacked. So, I don't know. I would do a heavy dose of Nick Chubb if I were the Browns this game. I mean, that already helps Jacoby Brissett in the play-action game. Try to get over the top with, like, an Anthony Schwartz who has elite speed, like 4.29 or something crazy, 4.26 or something that he ran at the combine. Try to get over the top of the defense with Schwartz on the play action. That's how I would rely on this football game and try to maybe be a little bit creative with my runs, but a lot of runs this game. But if they are going to try to put it in Jacoby Brissett's hands a lot, that's going to bode well for the Steelers, in my opinion. Because obviously Jacoby Brissett is not some top-notch quarterback by any stretch. And he doesn't have a ton of great weapons. Outside of Amari Cooper, the weapons are kind of limited, in my opinion. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody, I should say. 16 of you in the chat. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be here all season long for the radio-style play-by-play. Appreciate you guys. All right, here we go. We're going to see Mitch Trubisky for the first time tonight under center. 2 tight end sets. We're going to shift here. Najee Harris, the running back, takes the snap. Play action, rolling to his right. And he's going to buy time. He does escape the pressure, and he completes the pass to Deontay Johnson. What a play there by Mitch Trubisky. Immediately got pressure off the play action. Somehow bought time. Number 5. Was that JOK? No, Walker. It's Walker. Anthony Walker took a bad angle, allowed Mitch to get around him, and nice catch for a first down, gain of about 12 13, I should say, up to the 33-yard line. Freiermuth in motion. Chase Claypool now in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Najee Harris, and Najee Harris doesn't have a lot. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 2. Walker and a couple others in on the tackle. Mitch Trubisky, former number 2 overall pick, and the Bears actually traded up for him in one of the biggest heists, I thought, coming out of the 49ers, because the 49ers wanted a guy named Solomon Thomas. It ended up not working out. Solomon Thomas never really lived up to number 3 hype, but they wanted him anyway, so they traded back one spot, got their guy, and added picks. I thought it was a tremendous move. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle for Najee Harris, and Najee Harris will dive ahead for a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Steelers. Got the Steelers defense in all the lineups. There you go. I do think Cleveland's going to score a few points, but yeah, I can definitely see a bunch of sacks, maybe a turnover or 2. So not a bad defense to have tonight, even without TJ Watt. Takes a snap, empty backfield on 3rd and 5. Takes a snap, plenty of time, going deep. And Deontay Johnson could not bring it down. Denzel Ward on the coverage, no flags, and good coverage there from Denzel Ward, poking it away. It would have had to have been an incredible catch if he tried to get it in there to Deontay. Deontay, though, gave him some nice room as far as, it was just perfect defense by Ward. Perfect defense. Myles Garrett getting double-teamed on that one. No pressure from Garrett. All right, 4th and 5 is going to bring out the punter. And there's the kick. We're going to get a fair catch around the 23-yard line for the Browns, and that's where we'll see Jacoby Brissett for his 2nd drive of the night. So 2 short drives for both teams, each one of them getting at least 1 first down, but then 3 downs later, they're punting it away. I should say 4 downs later, I guess. But solid start from both defenses. Mitch Trubisky, he did a good job of finding Deontay Johnson for the first down. Then they did a couple of run plays where Najee couldn't really find much room, 2 carries, 5 yards, and then incomplete on 3rd. I think Cleveland just more shot themselves in the foot with throwing the football where they should have been running it to continue to put pressure on that defense, tire them out. Nick Chubb is obviously one of the best at that behind maybe Derrick Henry. Nick Chubb is a bruiser if there is one in the league. And then you have on top of that Kareem Hunt. So if Nick Chubb's legs ever get tired, then you could start wearing down the defense with Kareem Hunt. Oh my Lord. It really becomes like a cheat code if they use their guys properly and they have a really good offensive line. Trying to get my wife to bring me some wadas. Take a look at my... All right, nice. Brewers are winning. What about the... the Orioles are beating the Astros. Come on, Verlander. Tough. Tough. Jeez. They're showing the win probability of last week's game. When Cade York missed the extra point, it was then a 99.7% chance for the Browns to win the football game. They were down 13 points with under 2 minutes to play. Jets ended up coming back to win it. Unbelievable against the Browns. Tough way to lose one. All right, Hunt goes in motion, under center, single back formation. Chubb, the running back, at their own 23-yard line, takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is Chubb, and Chubb will get tackled immediately, maybe gains a yard by Highsmith. Nice defense. Second down and 10 now. Sorry, second down and 9, rather, for the Browns. I do like them running the football. It's going to continue to wear them down, though. I won't even mind if they run it again. Here we go. Out of the shotgun. Hunt goes in motion from left to right. Takes the snap. Play action. Setting up the screen to Hunt. Hunt has a little bit of room. Can he make the first guy miss? He does, but the second guy cleans him up, so it's only going to be a gain of 2 on the play. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Browns. 17 of you in the house. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be here throughout the year on all the games, all the primetimes games, I should say, and Washington. All right, 3rd and 6. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. What do we got? It's more like 3rd and 7. Jacoby in the shotgun. 4 receivers to the left now. Empty backfield. Oh, they get him to jump off sides. Oh, my goodness. Highsmith jumps off sides, and then nobody snapped it, but they're going to call it encroachment, and that'll bring up 5 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and a long 1 or 3rd and a short 2. That helps a lot here. Opens the playbook a little bit. They could even go back to the run game now. All right, here we go. What do they got in store? As I said, it's more of a long 1 rather than a 3rd and 1 here. It's actually just a 3rd and 2 straight up. I don't know why they have 3rd and 1 on the screen, but here we go. Takes a snap. And pressure immediately, and he goes down in a sack. Wow, number 99 for the Steelers, looking like he's TJ Watt. Number 99 is Larry Ogunjobi, former Brown, and he is getting payback on his former team here. He had a tackle for loss earlier and now a sack. Ogunjobi. Wow, nice plays. Just getting around the guards. And here comes Bajorges. Here we go. And here's the punt. There's the kick. Oh, he runs in. They run into the kicker. And it's a horrible punt. Are they going to get a flag? Oh, Miles Killebrew got a hand on the punt. So if you got a hand on the punt, you cannot get running into the kicker because he blocked it. So huge play there. It's going to be inside Browns territory. Great field position here for the Steelers. That is a break if I've seen one, huh? What a bot. Woo woo. What's up, bro? Woo woo. Woo. Speaking pig Latin over there, bot. Fanceroni pepperoni. All right. Killebrew. Getting a blocked punt. That is huge. Yup, he got a couple of fingers on it. So, I guess... Oh, his own guy ran into him. So, never mind. That's why there's no penalty. Killebrew got a hand on it, but he did not really touch the punter at all. It was his own man that ran right into the punter. So, what in the world? Sorry, what was that, Tim? Here we go. Mitch Trubisky at Cleveland's 48. Handoff up the middle for Harris. And Harris with a nice run. Slipping through tacklers and barreling through more. And he's going to get for a gain of 9, maybe 10, depending on the spot. Could be an automatic first down. Or not automatic, but a first down on the run game. And Pittsburgh looking to get early on into field goal range at least. Dilpitt kind of getting taken for a ride on that one. Anthony Walker had to come and help him out to bring down big boy Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a slightly smaller Derrick Henry. They have great speed, especially top-end speed. He's got tremendous size. And here we go, handoff up the middle, spinning, and a decent run here for a gain of about 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Steelers. Wife talking at me. What up, bud? Sorry, what was that? English only. Najee Harris had the most touches last year. They just fed the crap out of him. But here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Mitch in the shotgun takes the snap, setting up the screen pass, and he is going to go nowhere. It's George Pickens getting tackled immediately. So George Pickens makes the catch, but that is going to be a loss of 2. Great read there by Emerson Jr. Yeah, Chase Claypool could not get out there in time to block him. Tough matchup there because he was playing press. It's hard to get a block. Here we go. Mitch, empty backfield now. Takes a snap. Pressure immediately. Throwing it to the flat. Harris catches it, but he is not going to get to the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th and 4 roughly. And the Steelers have a little bit of a decision. I think they're in field goal range. Should be around the 33, so that'll put you at about a 51-yard field goal. Let's see if we see Boswell. Just think that could have been our negative 2 yards but we didn't take him in the draft. That's right, Bod. Could have been our negative 2 yards. It's always amazing when you have more yards than a player. All right, Boswell. They're going to say it's a 50-yard attempt here. From the right hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good! Wow, that thing hooked way to the right. It looked good at first, but that thing took a wild right turn. Don't know if the wind was intense here or if he just, what do you call it? I don't know the golf term. There's why can't I think of the term for golf? Fade or draw or something, whatever. Had like a draw to the right or a fade to the right. And no good. So good field position now all of a sudden for the Browns at their own 40-yard line from a miscue on special teams. The slice, yeah, maybe a slice. There you go. I thought a shake, but shake's not really what I wanted to say. It was more of like that fade or a, they plan it. They do it on purpose, right? For golf, it's that from left to right motion, left to right, hit it more to the left and then hooks over to the right. So I think it's like a fade. Shanked it. Yeah, shank's not the right word. He didn't really shank it, because shank it would have just been like immediately to one direction or the other, right? It's more of a fade. Because it looked good. It looked like it was going to go down the middle, and all of a sudden it just took a nice right hook fade out of the uprights. So no good. Boswell, who actually had a really good season last year, and I don't know if he's missed one this year, does miss his first, and it was a 50-yard field goal, 50 even on it. But what's up, Gamer Guy Gaming? How you guys doing? Thank you guys for becoming channel members. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I got to get you some more emojis and then maybe come up with some more content, but I got to come up with more content on my channel in general. The streams are doing good, and I'm streaming a lot, obviously, several nights a week. I don't know, 5 nights a week. Is that what I'm doing? Sunday for 2 streams. Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. And then we're going to start doing the Tuesday night film breakdown. So, yeah. Good. I hope you're having a great night. I am. Speaking of fades, why wasn't anyone in golf rocked at a high top fade? I feel like the only one that could have really made it work would have been Tiger Woods. Am I wrong? I don't know. I love your streams. Thanks, man. I just do what is fun. It makes for better content. Absolutely. Oh, just do what is for fun. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I definitely have to want to do it. Absolutely. And that is something that I don't really waver on. If I don't really feel like doing it, I don't do it. Because you guys will know when I don't want to do it. But here we go. Starting at their own 40, Jacoby Brissett under center. Takes the snap, handoff to left side is Chubb. And Chubb will get stuffed for a gain of 2. Wow, they're only going to give him a 1 on that one? I don't think so. That was a bad spot from the lady ref. Come on, lady ref. Cleveland playing good defense. Yeah, both of them are playing pretty good defense. Yeah, he clearly got to the 42. Bad smart. And he's going to drop this quick pass from Brissett. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Browns. Not where the Browns want to be. No, I think of Jack Nilikos with the high top fade. That would have been amazing. Fair enough. What up, AJ? Can't wait till Sunday. Absolutely. I think Mitch Trubisky was a bad pick for captain. I don't know. But here we go. Empty backfield set. 3 receivers to his right. 5 guys on the line of scrimmage for the Steelers. Maybe seeing a little bit of a blitz. We are a 5-man rush. Good protection, though. Throwing it over the middle. Has his man. And diving for the first down marker. Will he get there as David Njoku? And the mark looks like it's going to be slightly short. I think they got to go for it here. It will be 4th and inches. Man, see, that lady ref really screwed them on that yard that they didn't give Nick Chubb with the forward progress. Here we go, QB sneak, and Brissett will get the first down for the Browns. Up to the 49-yard line, go the Brownies. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No scores for either team. Let's see if the Browns can change that here on this drive. Browns did get the ball first. Guess my wife's not awake. I texted her to bring me some water, but she did not do so. So I'm going to have to go get me some water. Here we go. Jacoby in the shotgun. Puts Njoku in motion from left to right. 3 receivers bunch to the right now. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Chubb. Chubb cups it back, and he finds some room into the secondary. 1 man to beat. Can he get around him? He does. Still going. Now some more tacklers come to tackle him up there near the 13 or 12-yard line. There is Nick Chubb. Chubb with 5 carries, 53 yards, and this one was good for a 36-yard scamper. Let's take a look here at the blocking. And Peoples-Jones did a nice block, and then Bell also in there on the block. Minka Fitzpatrick could not make the tackle. Hard man to bring down is one Nick Chubb. Bye-bye, Ron. Here we go. Takes a snap. Handoff to Chubb. Chubb bouncing around. This time not much, I should say. Gain of 1. Sean Payton says he would be interested in returning as an NFL coach in 2023 for the right situation. Bye-bye, Ron. Ooh, I like that. I truly believe we win on Sunday. It'll be ugly, but we'll get it done. All right, I like your thought process there, AJ. 2nd and 9, 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 0-0. Up to the 11-yard line. Brissett in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Throwing it to the left quickly. And it's caught. Touchdown Browns! Amari Cooper gets the slant pass. And nice throw by Jacoby Brissett. And it's a 7-play, 60-yard touchdown drive for the Cleveland Browns. Nice pitch and catch there. He was in the slot. One Amari Cooper against the safety. They saw the mismatch. This is something that I want to do so bad. It's so easy. Quick slant, and there's just no hope. Edmonds is not keeping up with one Amari Cooper. It's just not happening. Easy play, and smart play by Jacoby Brissett. Smart football, and the PAT by Cade York is good, and it's 7-0. Browns on top. The funny thing to me is that we play zone like 75% of the time, which means everyone on the D should be looking at the quarterback, but we can't stop rushing QBs. Yeah, for sure. That's so true. We have the quick twitch speed to run the same stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But all right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some water. Whew! What's up? Philly plays a lot of zone too. If Sean Payton wanted to come back, why wouldn't he coach the Dolphins when they offered him this season? Because he wasn't a believer in Tua? Probably didn't want the clout over him with all the fighting between ownership and the old head coach. Oh, that might be true too. Great play-by-play, Tim. You should do sports radio. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, man. Come on, Tim. We don't want to see you blowing your nose. I'm sorry. Well, at least I muted myself, right? I apologize. I apologize, Frank. I should know better. Honestly, you should just unsubscribe and never watch me again. Honestly, it's actually pretty embarrassing, and I apologize. I don't know why. When it's the stream, I hit play. It's like my nose just goes berserk, and it's so annoying. So I just took some allergy medicine. I took some cold medicine. I'm like, let's get it straight. Here we go. Under center is Mitch at their own 25-yard line. Speak for yourself, Frank. Takes a snap. Play action. Setting up the screen, and he gets it to number 30, the backup running back, and he'll be tackled from behind for a gain of roughly 2.5. What up, Richard? How you doing? I do, but I'm not into that. But I'm into that. That's funny. Speak for yourself. Thanks, guys. All right. Here we go. It's okay, Frank. I'm just giving you a hard time. And it's all good. Here we go. 2nd and 7 here for the Steelers. Warren was the backup running back who got the catch. Jay Warren. Here we go. Claypool goes in motion from right to left. 3 receivers to the left now. Now Claypool in motion again. Mitch rolling to his left. Gets it out to Johnson, and Johnson will get the first down for a gain of about 10. Move the chains. Deontay Johnson, a tremendous receiver. And haven't watched much. I don't remember watching him much last year. I just remember especially 2 years ago. Takes a snap. Here go Mitch. Handoff up the middle for Warren. And Warren, nice run. Falls forward for a gain of about 6, maybe 7. But Deontay Johnson, I just remember him being such a great receiver. Watching him, it's so shifty. But then he has moments where it's like, are you okay? Are you there? Like mentally? Like he'll just have these lapses. Quick offense here. Mitch throwing to his right side, giving his guy a... Does he make that grab? Come on! Are you telling me George Pickens wasn't worth the pick? What a catch! Are you kidding me? Oh my God! What a one-handed grab! And oh jeez! What a catch! Falling backwards over in the back of his head. One-handed grab for about 30 yards. Handoff now on the next play for the Steelers. And oh my goodness, Warren. What a run for it. Well, that rookie, George Pickens out of Georgia. Good night. What a grab. Double move against Emerson, who another rookie. Wow. What a one-handed grab. Mitch takes the snap, handoff to Warren, and Warren will get another first down, and here come the Steelers up to the 5. Holy moly. That is a crazy catch. That was a nasty one. Wow. And all of a sudden, the Steelers are inside the 10-yard line, maybe even close to the 5. Jaylen Warren was a rookie last year at Oklahoma State. And it's all those two. It's 2 rookies, George Pickens and Jaylen Warren. Wow. Mitchie T could be a Pro Bowler if he trusts that man, right? I mean, that is just nastiness from George Pickens. How did he catch that, for real? Like, oh, I forgot that I don't even have the thing up here. But for now, since you're watching me, and I'll bring up the visuals here in a second. Sorry, I didn't do that. Next time, remind me, guys, to put up the visuals. But anyway, he literally, so he's running. How do I even do this for you guys? He's running like this. And he leans backwards and puts his hand over his head like this and catches it one-handed, falling backwards, brings it in. Big play for first down. Wow. What an absolute snag for one George Pickens. And how that was good for 36 yards on that play. Wow. Wow. No disrespect to him on my side, just to let you know. Absolutely, Frank. No worries. Absolutely no disrespect. We're good. It's good. I take all criticism as long as it's genuine. The question would be, does Sean want to draft a QB, or does he want a vet that he likes? That's a great question. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what the right situation would be. I wonder what would be considered the right situation. It also makes you just wonder, why did he leave the Saints then? You know, why even leave the Saints? All right, here we go. Into the first quarter. Mitch Trubisky right now is 6 for 7 for 65 yards. Jacoby Brissett is 4 for 7 for only 20 yards, but he does have a touchdown throw to Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb is running great. 6 carries, 54 yards, and 36 yards of long. Both the Pittsburgh running backs, not bad. They have 7 carries for 39 yards as a group. That's good for over 5 yards a carry. So 5.5 yards a carry for the 2 Pittsburgh running backs as well. So both teams running the ball very nicely. And George Pickens with that nasty catch. That's unbelievable. But here we go. I'm pretty sure Sean wouldn't want to draft a QB because he would want to be in a win now mode, I guess. I don't know how old Sean Payton is. How old is he? That's a good question. I think Dan should try to get Sean as head coach. I wouldn't mind. A good O-line to start, I would bet. And the difference maker on D, that is where you would go. Yeah. Fair. All right, here we go. Mitch, starting the second quarter in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. First and goal from the 5. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Najee Harris. Najee Harris, a couple of stiff arms. Barreling into the end zone. Najee Harris with the touchdown. There's a flag on the play that's going to be clearly offsides on the corner. He jumped up for some reason to get into the receiver's face, but the receiver was off the football. So that is going to be a penalty on the Browns. Penalty declined, and it would be a touchdown Steelers. And we have a game here, 7-6 pending an extra point. An owner that'll stay out of your way. Dan Snyder will pretty much stay out of your way nowadays. I mean, he really hasn't done much to Ron, right? So why not? Najee, with any help, will be a beast for years. Oh, yeah. This guy is he literally is Derrick Henry 2.0. Like, I don't say that lightly. He's just a little bit smaller. What is he, 6'3", 6'2"? They only listed at 6'1". That's bull malarkey. No way. Let's go to his combine. And the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. NFL Combine Najee Harris. NFL Combine Najee Harris. Writing in backwards, I see. Oh. I don't know what the PDF is about. NFL Combine. Prospects. 6'2", 230. Yeah, that's more like it. And what is Derrick Henry? 6'4", 240? Derrick Henry... NFL Combine. NFL Combine. Walter Football's good. Let's see if he does what I want. What about the measurables? Because those are the most accurate. But anyway, it says 6'3", 247. So he's a slightly smaller Derrick Henry. Slightly smaller. throw it. How do you cover Pickens? You just throw it. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I wanted this guy so bad. I wanted him so bad. But anyway, weird kick here from the Steelers, and the Browns will pick it up rolling, and they're only going to get back to the 21-yard line. So nice kick there by Boswell. Look at this. They're comparing the catch to Odell Beckham, okay? I didn't want to compare the catch to Odell Beckham. I wasn't going to make that comparison. But it is a little bit similar, but Odell's was better, okay? Odell's was better. But still, that was a nasty catch by George Pickens. It's pretty much the same layout. Wow. George Pickens, what a stud. What a stud. Here we go. Jacoby Brissett in the shotgun. Empty backfield set here for Jacoby. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw over to the right side. Has his man caught. And looks like it's Amari Cooper again. This one's going to be a gain of about 6, maybe 7. Odell's was better just because it was a TD. No, Odell's was better because he caught it with 3 fingers. He literally just caught it with these three. I still don't know how he caught it to this day. It's unbelievable. He should not have caught that. Jacoby Brissett, scanning the field, looking, has time, throwing it downfield, and Amari Cooper catches it, but was he out of bounds? Still going! He's still slipping a tackle, but there's going to be a flag, and this is all going to be for naught. Amari Cooper was out of bounds and came back in to catch that football. That is not going to count. I can't wait for B-Rob to come back. I'm with you, Richard. I'm with you, bro. Najee with any help would be a beast. Jeebus. How do you cover Pickens? Yeah, that's right. Najee has a better first step than Henry, but isn't as much of a load. Yeah, he's like a little bit smaller of a load, but he is. I agree. I think he's a little bit quicker, and he's awesome, dude. He is so good. Odell's better because TD. Odell's catch was so good, everyone forgets the Giants lost that game. Exactly. Plus, Odell was interfered with. Yup, that's another thing. Like, Odell's catch was the most amazing catch I've ever seen in my life, and it'll take a lot to beat that. Because the thing about Odell's catch, right? The thing about Odell's catch is, like, that George Pickens catch. If you give me enough opportunities, I'll make that catch. Okay? It would be tough for me nowadays, especially since I'm fat and out of shape. But, give me back in college when I was in decent shape and give me a few tries. I could have made that catch because he put, like, if this is that football, right? He put his whole hand here, brought it in, and still an amazing catch, right? And I couldn't do that on demand, but I'm just saying, like, I could theoretically do that. Give me a million tries. I could never do what Odell did. He just, the hands were so big and physically freakish that only a handful of people probably could do that in the world. Like, that's the difference in the Odell catch for me. Is, like, you see these, like, circus catches or whatever. It's like, yeah, anybody could have done that in the right situation, and it's more, more luck-based than a lot of things. Not that George Pickens' catch was luck at all. That was skill. Amazing catch. But, like, see, like, the David Tyree catch was amazing, but that was more, like, almost, like, lucky to me. To me, Odell's catch was... Not anybody could just do that. Like, only a few people could. Takes the snap, drops back into Brissett, throwing it to the right side. Caught by David Njoku, it looks like, and that'll be good for the first down. Here come the Brownies. David Tyree's catch was incredible, right? And, like, you could think of some other ones, I'm sure. Like, David Tyree holding it against his helmet. Like, I feel like a lot of people could have done that one as well, like, given enough opportunities. Obviously, David Tyree's catch was incredible. Best catch in a Super Bowl, right? No ifs, ands, or buts, I think. Like, David Tyree's was the most amazing catch in a Super Bowl. But I prefer Odell's catch over that. Here we go. And we're going to get a timeout Steelers here. It was 1st and 10 from the 40. Guess the Steelers didn't like what was going on, and they will use their first timeout of the game with 13:34 to go here in the second quarter. Browns driving a little bit here. Tie game, 7-7. And we got a game, ladies and gents. We got a game. 27 of you in the house. Appreciate you guys all being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We'll be here for all the Primetimes games if you like radio-style play-by-play. And we're here. But it was the Giants, so it wasn't as good. Right. David Tyree's catch was insane. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It was a great catch. Jacoby Brissett. 2 receivers to each side. Single back formation. Looks like Hunt is the running back. 1 tight end now goes in motion from right to left. 2 tight ends on the left side. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Hunt. Hunt following his blockers, bouncing it around to the outside, and he's going to get brought down in a weird way. It almost looked like he grabbed his hair or face mask. Devin Bush makes the tackle. Not sure how he brought him down without the face mask. Curious to see a closer look at that, but it'll be 2nd and a long 8 here. Jacoby Brissett. 2 receivers to each side. Brissett takes the snap, drops back to pass, scans the field, throwing it over the middle, tapped down at the line of scrimmage. Number 57, or was it Hayward? There was either Adams or Hayward. They got a hand on that. No, they're going to say Leal got it? Let's take a look. Who ended up with a hand on that one? Yep. It was Motravius Adams. Got his big mitts up there. Knocks it down. Now it's 3rd and 9 here for the Browns. If Miami beats Buffalo, can we say they are for real? Absolutely. If anybody beats Buffalo, that's intense. 4 receivers to the right. Jacoby in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Quick throw over to the right side. Has a guy open. Peoples-Jones turns upfield, and that'll be good for the first down. Number 20 makes the tackle for the Steelers. Cameron Sutton makes the tackle. Peoples-Jones, just a nice little out route, man-to-man defense. And Sutton, I'm not sure what he was looking at. Turned his hips too early. Leaves the guy wide open. Nice route. Hunt goes in motion, and we're going to do a weird reverse here to Peoples-Jones. Wait a minute, reverse flea flicker, and then they throw the screen. He has blockers in front. Hunt will get a gain hopping over players of about 10 yards. What in the world did I just see? So they did a jet sweep, handoff to the right. Then they did a reverse motion with Peoples-Jones. Peoples-Jones then pitched it back to Jacoby, and Jacoby threw it back over to Hunt. And then Hunt had all 5 linemen in front of him. And nice play there by number 25. Did not allow it to be a huge play, but it will be a first down. And interesting play design there for the Browns. Here we go. Up to the 40-yard line of the Steelers. Brissett, play action. Throwing to the right side. Has a guy. And nice toe tap there by Amari Cooper. That'll be good for another gain of about 18, 19 yards. 11.5 to go here in the second quarter. Browns inside field goal range again. Nice going here for the Browns. Browns bringing out all the stops. A nice toe tap. Looked like he was in. Let's double check for this angle. This is the perfect angle. And yes, he was definitely in. Both feet in. 1st and 10 up to the 21-yard line. Brissett in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. 5-man rush here. No, they're going to hand it off to Chubb, and Chubb is not going to have anywhere to go, but he's trying to cut it back in, and somehow he gets past the line of scrimmage. Wow. Gets a gain of about 2, and it looked like he was dead to rights for a loss of about 3 or 4. Chubb makes a one-guy miss and cuts it all the way back to get a gain on that play. Holy moly, Adams just crushing Pierce or Peace or whatever, the lineman for the Browns, number 55, I believe it was. No, Pochich. All right, gain of a yard. 3 receivers to the left. Brissett in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Only a 4-man rush, throw it in underneath quickly, and caught for a gain of 6.5 for David Njoku. And then to bring up 3rd and manageable here. 26 of you in the house. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We'll be here the rest of the year. Told you about the Dolphins? Well, they certainly exploded against the Ravens. No ifs, ands, or buts. Waddle and Tyreek Hill went nuts. All right, here we go. Brissett in the shotgun. It's kind of a weird short shotgun, though. It's almost like he's in the pistol. Takes the snap, handoff to Hunt, going to the right side, has blockers in front, and he will easily get the first down up to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Cleveland. Moving the ball quite nicely. I'm telling you guys, Steelers don't have a great rush defense. You know, they have a solid defense, but especially with no TJ Watt, the run defense is not tremendous, and we're seeing that here. So far, they've got 10 carries, 65 yards, a nice 6.5 yards a pop going for Cleveland. 1st and 7. They're going to shift here. Now it's 2 receivers to each side. In the shotgun is Brissett. Hunt, the running back, takes the snap, drops back to pass, throwing to the end zone, and caught! David Njoku making the nice catch, leaping grab in the end zone. And that is another touchdown for the Browns. And all of a sudden, we've got back-to-back-to-back touchdown drives between these two teams. And let the scoring commence. Back-to-back touchdowns, and it's already 13-7 pending an extra point. Got you paired up with the TV perfectly now. There you go, DRG. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for those of you that pair me up with the TV. That's always a lot of fun. Here goes the PAT. We got the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is off the uprights! And it's another missed PAT for Cade York. Cade York, I believe he's a rookie this year. And he missed a crucial extra point against the Jets that allowed the Jets to come back to win the game. He's perfect for field goals, 5 for 5 from field goals, but he is now, looks like 6 for 8 on PATs. So rough start in the PAT department for the young Cade York. Yeah, he was a 4th round pick this year for Cleveland. Yeah, he's now 75%. He's perfect 100% on the field goals, but only 75% now on the PAT. It was off the right upright, and now it's a 13-7 game. Better than those announcers. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. What a catch by Njoku. Yeah, that was a great catch. Anyway, 34 of you in the house. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like, you become a channel member for just 99 cents a month. You can help support the channel that way. And help support, man. Appreciate you guys. But just being here, hit the like button. If you're here, you may as well hit the like button. That's free. It's easy. Also, hit the subscribe button. That's free. It's easy. We'll be here all year. Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night football, as well as every Washington game. And I also do a couple of like podcasts type of deals. So come and hang out. Extra points are hard since the NFL moved it back. Yep, it's only about a 92% accurate now, instead of what it used to be. It was like 97%, 98% accurate now. So that's pretty significant in the PAT department. I only like Kirk Herbstreit for college, and I guess Al Michaels is all right. Yeah, Al Michaels is solid. He's solid. All right, 13-7 game here with 8:58 to go here in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes for Jacoby Brissett. That's interesting. They're running the ball well, but the touchdowns have actually come through the air. All right. Wow, they're just putting the Browns. Wow, they're just putting them down. Talking about how they have no Super Bowls. A guy in the stands has a shirt that says, "Run the ball, Kevin. Run the ball." I agree with the guy. Think Al misses Chris. Yeah, Al Michael and Chris Collinsworth was a pretty decent duo, I thought. Battle of Doomsdale, yeah. Wow. Sorry, just watching the highlights from the last couple games for the Browns. All right, here we go. Mitch Trubisky in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, starting at their own 25-yard line. Takes the snap, rolling to his right, throwing, and caught by Deontay Johnson, and Johnson will be out of bounds for a gain of 8. Nice play there by Deontay. Yeah, just going back to Deontay, I just think he's such a funny player. He's got so much talent. I really like Deontay Johnson's talent. Such a shifty receiver. Gets open all the time. But then he'll just have moments where he just will drop 3 passes in a row. Out of nowhere. You're just like, why? Or just run the wrong route. Or be in a weird way. He's such a polarizing player in some ways. But here we go. Claypool in motion from left to right. Now he comes back over to the left, takes the snap, handoff to Harris. Harris with a nice jump cut, and he will get the first down, gain of 4 on 2nd and 3. Eight minutes to go here in the second quarter. Steelers got another first down. Both offenses moving the ball quite nicely here in the second quarter. Couldn't get much going for either of them in the first quarter. But here we go in the second. So Mitch Trubisky under center again. Harris the single back, tight end on each side, and a receiver out wide on each side. takes the snap, play action, blitz coming, has to avoid it, he does. Now he throws it on the run, and he finds him wide open as Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson is getting so much separation being guarded by Denzel Ward. Just what a dog he is. How much has he got already? Deontay Johnson, 4 catches, 48 yards here in the first half. And Mitch Trubisky doing a nice job of using his legs to buy some time. We've seen that several times tonight already. And they're up to the 47-yard line of the Browns. Najee Harris slipping through the line and fighting for extra yards. He'll fall forward for a gain of 5 on first down, up to the 38-yard line. Could you imagine if we had Deontay, Rivera would utilize him all, or unutilize him all day? Or underutilize him? Yeah. Like, what a concept. Let's feed our best receiver. Like, that's something that we apparently just don't understand. We pay a guy $23.5 million. Let's not feed him. All right, 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. There's Kenny Pickett, the first-round pick, watching on the sideline. Mitch, under center, takes the snap, and it'll be a handoff to the right side as Warren. Warren has a blocker in front, and he's got space to run, and he will fumble the football! And, oh my goodness, it goes into a Steelers' hands and saves the day as Deontay Johnson. There was 4 Browns guys, and it somehow just bounces perfectly into Deontay's hands. Warren gets it punched out there by Joe Johnson. And, wow, Deontay Johnson, so fortunate to be in the right place at the right time. Because if that ball bounces any other direction, that is directly into a Cleveland's hands. Instead, Deontay gets the lucky bounce, and the Steelers survive a crucial mistake there by Warren. They're talking about where they should, and it will be a first down. Not sure what the refs are discussing. I think it's because he fumbled it forward. I don't think you could fumble it forward and gain those yards. So they will move it back a couple of yards to where he actually fumbled it. But, hey, fortunate for the Steelers to just recover. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap out of the pistol. Handoff up the middle is Harris. And Harris trying to get what he can and gets only about a yard on the play. Delpit coming in to help make the tackle. No, you were right. He would unutilize him. LOL, fumble the fumble. Yep. Fumble the fumble. Did I say fumble the fumble? Did I mess up? Sometimes I talk too fast. Talk so fast. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Steelers down by a touchdown. And they are up to the 26-yard line. Claypool goes in motion from left to right, takes a snap. They're going to hand it off to him to the right side. He's got blockers in front again. Can he get around the edge? Yes, he does. He makes another guy miss. And finally brought out of bounds by Phillips for a first down gain of about 11. All right, just over 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Steelers, man, could we see back-to-back touchdown drives from these two teams? That was probably unexpected. Here we go. Mitch takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Harris. And Harris, nice jump cut. That is vision right there. And he's going to get inside the 5, first down and goal from the 4. Najee Harris showed a little burst. Then he did a nice little hesitation jump step, allowed the block to go past him, and then hit the hole again hard. And the gain of 11. Here we go. They no huddle it quickly. Mitch, handoff again to Harris. And Harris will get close to the touchdown. Gets close to about the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal now from the 1. Dotson still rookie of the year. So far, he's the front runner, I would have to say, right? Garrett Wilson had a big week 2, but I don't think he did much in week 1. But 3 tugs, not bad. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal from about the 1.5-yard line. Mitch in the shotgun. A 1-on-1 with George Pickens. Takes a snap. They're going to keep it. Mitch Trubisky diving for the end zone. Does he get there? Yes! Mitch Trubisky gets the rushing touchdown. And that's the 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for the Steelers. And we have a tied ball game. And Boswell will have a chance to take the lead here with a PAT. Does he get in? Let's double check. He gets his left hand down. I don't think the knee touches. No, he's in. The knee does not touch until the ball crosses the goal line. Because his left knee, if his left knee went down, I think it doesn't touch. Wow. If the left knee touched, then he's not in. But I think this is the best angle. Let's see if they rewind it. Nope, they didn't even. The only angle that mattered, they don't even show it. But I don't think he touches his left knee. I think it's good. So that should be a touchdown. Mitch Trubisky. All touchdown plays are reviewed. All scoring plays, I should say. So they will review it, but I don't think this one has a chance of being reversed. It'll be 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. Tied ball game pending an extra point. We await the call. They did put the points up on the scoreboard. Yeah, he does not touch. And the knee touches and the ball is in. They do confirm. And here comes the extra point for Boswell to take the lead. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is hugs the right side, but it does go in, and it's 14-13. Steelers now on top for the first time tonight, and we got 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. Pittsburgh will get the ball first coming out of the second half, so it's actually pretty imperative that the Cleveland Browns score something here. But, all right. Dawson is too small to ever win Offensive Rookie of the Year in Tim's eyes. I mean, Pig knows me, like, so well. It's, like, precisely what I would say. Do Amazon or NBC get the Thanksgiving night game? That's a good question. It's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know. Let me see. What channel is the Thanksgiving football games on? Game times and matchups. Okay, so it will be NBC that has it this year. So it'll be the Patriots versus Vikings at 8:20. Buffalo versus Detroit will be on CBS. Giants against the Cowboys on Fox. And then Patriots versus Minnesota on NBC. NBC gets it because it's technically Sunday Night Football. Yeah, that makes sense. It's Sunday Night Football on Thursday. It's ticky-tack legal BS. Fair. Well, if J-Dot gets 2 tutties a game, he will win it even if he was 4 foot tall. True. But actually false. Actually false. Because he's under 6 foot, he's actually disqualified from winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Just saying. I know you guys hate to hear the truth, hate to hear factual things. You know, it just is what it is. You know, under 6 foot, you can't win Rookie of the Year. You know, it's in the fine print. You got to look it up, man. I think it's Section 46, Article 7E. 46.7E. Check it out. If you don't find it, you're in the wrong rule book. All right, you're in the wrong one. You got to find the right one. And I'm not going to tell you where to find it. I can't do everything for you, okay? You gotta go get it yourself. All right, here is the kickoff, and we're going to bring it out of the end zone about 4 yards deep. And terrible decision by Dearness Johnson. He's going to get tackled at the 12-yard line. Tim is more ruthless than some girls on Tinder. Yeah. That crap needs to be revised. What's up, DJ? 1st and 10, 3:45 to go here in the second quarter. All right. Browns starting this drive on their own 12-yard line. They've scored the last 2 touchdowns on 2 drives. Empty backfield set. Brissett takes the snap. Scanning the field, has time, throws it over the middle, caught by David Njoku, and it'll be a gain of 7 up to the 19-yard line. A little extracurricular activities there by Devin Bush. No call. Nothing, champ. Good. Article 47, right next to effective remedy and fair trial. So he needs a fair trial, Tim. See. I'll have to find the next loophole next time. Here we go. Brissett, quick throw over to David Njoku again, and Njoku slips a tackle, still going, and he's still bouncing off tacklers like a pinball machine up to the 36-yard line. David Njoku. Man, I gave him some crap leading into this game that he is not living up to the potential that he has. In this game, he already has 6 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. What a day by David Njoku. We got 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap. 4-man rush, quick throw over to the right side, and David Njoku with another grab. 7 catches, 69 yards, first down. All right, 2 receivers each side. Also, what are you going to prove in the trial, Bod? That he's actually 6 foot? No, once we get into trial, we're going to find out he's under 6 foot. Article 47, Section 7. No, Article 7. No, it's Section 47, Article 7. B. All right, don't get me confused. All right, I know what I'm talking about. It's Section 47, Article 7. No, did I say 47? I think you messed me all up. Now I got to look at the rule book again. But either way, all we're gonna do is prove that he's under 6 foot. Call stands on the field. Runner did not touch second. Touchdown, Celtics. We're moving on. Here we go. 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nice drive, a Bruin here for the Browns. Can they make it 3 touchdowns in a row? 47-6B is what I think you said. I think I said 46. I think I said Section 46, Article 7, E. That's what I said, not B. E. It was E. Section 46, Article 7E states that if you are not 6 foot tall, you are disqualified from winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's what I said. Replay the tape. Replay the tape. And once we get into a fair trial, all we're going to do is bring a measuring tape, measure his height, nothing else, only his height, from the bottom of his feet to the dome, top of his dome. There you go. Brown should win this game. Hey, anybody can win this game right now. I mean, both teams are looking really good. Both teams running the football really well. Najee Harris, 10 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 8 carries, 58 yards. Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball well. To me, I feel like the flow of this game is actually leaning towards a Pittsburgh victory. I just don't think Jacoby Brissett's going to keep up 14 out of 19, 126 and 2 tugs. But then again, Mitch Trubisky is not going to keep up 8 for 9. But Pittsburgh is willing to run more, and I think that's more effective for them. But Cleveland is just insisting on throwing a ton, and I don't like that. Okay, we can't get Sean Payton. Found his quote. Uh-oh. Found his quote. I'm assuming you're going to type the quote in there, because I don't know what quote. Here's the quote. Okay. The most important element is functional ownership. Disqualified. Front office, because there's a handful of teams that aren't, and those teams, regardless of what takes place, they can win on Sunday, but they have trouble winning long term. Well, there you go. Yeah, that disqualifies us for sure. This started out as a defensive battle. I know, right? We had a 0-0, I think, at first quarter. Or did Cleveland score right before the end of the first quarter? Touchdown Browns. I think that was in the second quarter, right? No, it was 2:54 left in the first quarter. And then since then, we've just seen touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. And here comes Brissett under center. Tight end on each side takes the snap. Hand off to the right side is Hunt. Hunt cuts it up the middle, and he finds room to run, bouncing off tacklers, and he's up to the 38 roughly yard line. And the clock continues to run, but they have plenty of time. Browns still have 3 timeouts here. Minute and 43, but don't want to get too lackadaisical. But at the same time, you may not want to score too fast to give Mitch a chance. Not that Mitch needs a whole lot, or I should say Mitch probably needs a little bit more than the average, but we'll see. Here we go. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side again is Hunt. Hunt spinning off tacklers, and this time he's barely, maybe. It looks like he's going to lose a half a yard according to the spot. Clock continues to go, and the Browns are using a lot of clock here all of a sudden. I don't like this. A minute 9, a minute 8. Man, these two plays have taken nearly a minute off the clock. They are hurrying up to the line this time. 3 receivers to the left. Second and a long 10. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Throwing it to the flat is Hunt. And Hunt will somehow stay on his feet, but out of bounds with only a gain of 2.5. So now it's 50 seconds left. They're at the 36-ish yard line, I believe. 37. So that'll bring up a 55-yard field goal for the young kicker. 55, 56. I do believe it's makeable for him. The kid's got a great leg. But let's see what they got in store. 2 receivers to each side. Jacoby Brissett in the shotgun. And the Steelers will use a timeout here. So they're not going to give their offense much of a chance, potentially. The clock was already stopped. I guess they don't like the play call. Mike Tomlin wants to change it up. We'll see what we got. Sorry, I can't get behind the angry Disney elf. Go Steelers. With an A, I like that. Steelers with an A. This started out as a defensive battle, yep. Also, can't have a QB named after barbecue. Jacoby Brissett. Don't be fooled. Peyton wants that fat boy paycheck that the Saints and Benson didn't want to cough up. He'll go to Dallas, Los Angeles, or Carolina. Ooh. Dallas actually would be a great decision for him, I think. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Brissett in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Chubb back in the ballgame on 3rd and 8. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Throws it underneath. Caught by Bell. And Bell will be tackled short of the first down. And decision to be made here. Will they go for it? It'll be 4th and roughly 3. Wouldn't go to Dallas. He doesn't have an old dotard picking his players. Doesn't want an old dotard. But the thing is that Sean Payton's a guy that Jerry Jones may actually listen to, at least for 1 or 2 years. He may have enough respect from Jerry Jones. Ooh, I think if he waited a little bit longer, he was going to have a receiver open, but I don't know. Sean Payton, the Cowboys, is a dream for Jerry Jones. Yep. All right, so Cleveland looking probably to take the lead here. Oh, wow, they're going for it on 4th and 2. Big decision here. I think Cade York could make this. Are they going to try to get him off sides? No, they already used a timeout, so they're going for it. They can't call timeout here. They got to go for it. Big decision here, and the Steelers could be a huge momentum shift. This is arguably the game right here. As crazy as that sounds, it's so early, but I don't know. I just don't like this decision. Brissett, empty backfield set. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Takes the snap. Brissett scans the field, has pressure, has to throw it over the middle, and he does get the first down. And they'll call, it's only a gain of 3. They'll call their second timeout with 27 seconds. See, I don't really like that they use so much time already off the clock. Because now they're at the 29-ish yard line. Brissett making a big pitch and catch there to Amari Cooper. And there you go. Brisket, has the Tebow jump pass down. Yeah, that's exactly what he threw right there. 33 of you in the house. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I appreciate you guys being here. All right. Oh, there is official review. Did he make this grab? There was a little bit of a bobble, I thought, but I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to stand. Could be a big review here, though. The thing is, because it's being reviewed, does that mean the Browns get their timeout back? I don't know. I don't know, baby. Man, you're talking about brisket. All of a sudden, I got hungry. Football is so daytime TV drama. Smelling the slow cooker BRB. There you go. CeeDee Lamb isn't a number one receiver, and it shows. Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't think he's Amari Cooper. That's for sure. I think it was kind of silly to get rid of Amari Cooper. But didn't they get... And they didn't even get much for him, right? Wasn't like a crazy low value on the trade, like a fifth or sixth round, or like fifth and sixth round pick or something? Amari Cooper trade. I'm not going to lie, it was weird for the Cowboys to trade 28-year-old Amari Cooper for a fifth-round pick. That's it. Because he was making $20 million a year when 11 wideout receivers then went on to sign contracts worth at least $20 million per year in the offseason. Yeah, trading him for a fifth-round pick is just disrespectful. I think that's nuts. I would not have traded Amari. I just wouldn't. Cooper took a pay cut with you too? That's awesome. Get him a fifth-round pick and a discount? That's just a massive steal. If you guys could just somehow hold afloat to have a chance for the playoffs when Watson gets here, Browns are dangerous. Browns are very dangerous. They've pretty much went all in on this season. Like they have so much talent on this team. All right, call on the field completed pass. They're still looking at it. Here we go. The pass was incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Wow. I guess they saw enough it hit the ground. Wow. Let's take a look here. Is this the angle that best shows? This is a dang good angle. Why you pause it there? There you go. Oh, easy. Oh, yeah, that was a great angle on it. The back angle definitely shows a clear drop pass. And fair enough. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a drop and good call there by the refs. And now Pittsburgh will have 30 seconds left with one timeout. Man, if they didn't use that one timeout, makes you think. But here we go. 1st and 10, 30 seconds left at their own 31-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Mitch has plenty of time. Great protection. Finally has to get rid of it. And incomplete. There is a flag in the secondary, though. Maybe defensive holding. 8 more games until Deshaun comes from the parlor. Here is a cheat code right now. Defense number 21. Holding. So that's only a 5-yard penalty. Why not just hold every play here? All right, take this and waste 5 seconds off the clock each time. They get 5 yards each, but they only will have time for like 5 plays, roughly. That'll be 25 yards. They're not going to be in field goal range. I don't know. Interesting decision. But all right, 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Mitch has plenty of time, floating to his left, and he finds Chase Claypool late. And they're going to have to use their final timeout here with 17 seconds, but it is a nice chunk play. 20 yards to Chase Claypool. And I think that's his first catch of the game. It is his first catch. He did have a carry for 11, but his first catch is a big one, and they are knocking on the door of field goal range. They're not quite there. It'll be right around the 42, so that's a 60-yard field goal. They're close. They're right on the door. Boswell, I don't know, making 60 yards for Boswell? Maybe, I don't know. But if they get another 10 yards or so, they're very makeable for Boswell. And they have enough time to pretty much run anything, get a spike on the play. Let's see what they got. 17 seconds. 8 more games till Deshaun comes from the parlor. Yep. Just don't do the weird Dak Prescott run it up the middle thing. Don't do that. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Mitch Going deep and throws it out of bounds. And now they don't have time to spike it. This will now have to be towards the out of bounds marker. Johnson looked open too. Just overthrew him. And Johnson probably could have just easily went out of bounds and they were in field goal range. Yikes. 8 more games till Deshaun Watson comes back from the parlor. Will Watson be ready to play when he gets back? I think so. I mean, maybe he'll need a game or two to really get swing, but he's a super talented guy. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Now they have to get out of bounds. No timeouts, and they don't really have time to spike it. 1 second on the play clock. They take the snap right there. And here comes pressure. Steps up and incomplete. Now the Steelers have a decision to make. Honestly, you just need a quick out here. You just got to get a quick out. Because even if you give them like 5 more yards, it's a much more makeable field goal. All right, 6 seconds left. They only have time for a quick out, or if they're going to go for the Hail Mary to the end zone. Chase Claypool is a big-bodied guy. Cleveland will use their final timeout. Make sure they got the right play in store. This is clearly a play that you should be covering the sidelines. Allow any catch in the middle. Only rush 3. And then you basically have 3 guys deep guarding the end zone. You have 3 guys on each side guarding the sidelines. And then you have 2 guys rushing. That's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. It's a weird-looking play. But you could even have 2 guys deep and 1 guy sitting in the middle if you really want. But let's see what they do. If they run a normal defense, I just think that's a sketchy thing. But let's see what they got. 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Will the Falcons end up with the number 1 pick? I don't think so. I don't think so. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Yes, they are running the defense I said. Here we go. Smart play here. Rolling to his right is Mitch. Mitch has to just get rid of it. Ooh. And actually, that'll now zeros on the clock. There was too much running from Mitch and not enough time. So we are going into halftime. Pittsburgh 14, Cleveland 13. And let's take a look here at the recap so far. Mitch Trubisky, 9 for 13, 109 yards. Jacoby Brissett, 16 for 22, 134 yards and 2 touchdowns for the journeyman vet. Najee Harris, 10 carries, 46 yards and a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 8 carries, 58 yards, no touchdowns. Leading ball carriers for both teams. Leading receiver, Deontay Johnson, 4 catches, 48 yards for Cleveland. And the leading receiver, for Steelers, for Cleveland is David Njoku, 7 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown. Giggity, the tight end, playing really nicely. No turnovers for either team so far. Pretty clean game on that front, but there was a missed field goal attempt from Boswell, who just faded it to the right. It was a 50-yard attempt, and then a missed PAT by York. So that is why we have the weird 14-13 score. Let's take a look here at the team stats. Actually, I could go back real quick and look at the leading tacklers on defense. Leading tacklers right now, Miles Jack for the Steelers defense. 5 total tackles for him. No sacks for the Steelers right now. Oh, I lied. Heisman has a sack. I thought this was tackles for loss. No tackles for loss, but they do have a half a sack for Heisman and half for Ogunjobi. Is that right? I thought Ogunjobi just got that clean sack. Pretty sure Ogunjobi should just have a sack on his name. I don't know why Highsmith has got credit for anything on that one. Then leading tackler right now is Anthony Walker Jr. for the Cleveland Browns, including a tackle for loss. He has 5 tackles on the day. Oh, Miles Jack all of a sudden got a random credit for a 6th tackle when the game was already at halftime. Guess a weird stat correction on that one. And then let's take a look here at the team stats. 14 first downs for the Steelers, 13 for the Browns. Both offenses just walking it down the field, especially in the second quarter. Then we have 0 for 3 on 3rd down for the Steelers, 3 for 7 for the Browns. total offense, 197 for the Steelers, 205 for the Browns, so pretty close on that front. As far as penalties are concerned, only one penalty for the Steelers and only 2 penalties for the Browns, both only losing 5 yards, so clean game on that front. Browns are winning the time of possession, 16:45 to 13:15. No turnovers, like I said, so we got a nice, even game, even matchup. I think the Steelers get a touchdown and a field goal. The Browns get the Browns get a touchdown and a field goal in the second half. The Steelers get 2 more field goals in the second half, and we call this game 23-20. Browns will win it. But there you go. That's right. Let's go Steelers. Give me that money back with a little profit. No cake this weekend. There you go. I bet the Browns, though, baby. We're on different pages again, Skin Them Alive. What does it mean? What does it mean? But, all right, little halftime show. I'm going to go get a quick something real quick. But thank you guys for being here. I'll be right back. But no, they are the Steelers. That's funny. The Colts are just bad at the moment. Yeah, the Colts are bad. And I told you guys, I tried to tell you guys, I did not like the Colts this year. But, all right, I'll be right back. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. And I'll be back for the second half. All right, what's up, ladies and gents? I'm back. All right. Yes, I needed to eat something. I was a little hungry. All right, we're good. We're good. Oh, perfect timing, too. Sit down, and we're back. Think it'll be a shootout on Sunday? Yep, maybe. I think they're going to stomp our guts out if we can't figure out how to play some D, yeah. Yep. All right, we're back. Oopsie. Dang it. Astros lost. Brewers won, though. Need Browns to win to get back to even then today. Actually, I don't even think I'll be even if they lose. But anyway, here we go. York. The man to kick it off. There's the kick. And it will be caught 2 yards deep, and they're going to bring it out. Here comes number 89, and not a very good decision now for the Steelers. Number 38 coming up and making the tackle for the Browns, and he's only going to get to about the 17-yard line. Tough. Here's Kevin Stefanski. Things to clean up. Got to make a couple plays on the ball. Got to come up with the ball when he fumbled it. All right, says the offense had a good plan. Just got to go finish. All right, here we go. Quick throw over to the right side is Deontay Johnson, and Johnson will get out of bounds only for a gain of about 2. Myles Garrett getting eaten up a little bit. Several double teams, especially with the tight ends. Yep, there's always 2 guys pretty much around Myles Garrett. No hurries, no QB hits, no sacks, 13 pass rush snaps. So doing a good job right now on Myles Garrett, or the Steelers. Here we go, takes a snap, rolling to his left side. Quick throw over to the left, and it's going to be dropped this time by Pickens. You know, it's too easy to catch with 2 hands, all right? There, Pickens. That's crazy. Only 3 catches in 3 coaches in 53 years for the Steelers. That is insane. And all of them, I think, have Super Bowl rings. So that's impressive for an organization. Here we go. Mitch in the shotgun, takes a snap. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up well. Mitch has to avoid the rush, though, because he's holding the ball. And finally throwing it late. And this one will be caught by Chase Claypool. Coming down with the grab. Big play there. And that'll bring up first down for the Steelers. Gain of about 13, 14 on the play. Mitch. And Deontay Johnson's going to have a drop. There's the patent Deontay Johnson. Seems like he always drops a pass out of nowhere. The guy's so talented, so you can't get rid of him. But, man, there's that weird drop. So 2nd and 10 now for the Steelers. Late flag, though. What's the flag? Huh. What is this flag? Not sure what the refs are discussing here. Not even sure what the flag could be. Refs are kind of just awkwardly standing. Now, here we go. Wow. 12 men on the field for the defense. The quick play. Browns get caught with a 12th man on D. And awkward. 1st and 5. Maybe our coaches berate our players publicly and take no fault for poor performance. We'll get better. Maybe. Here we go. Tight end goes in motion from right to left. 3 receivers now to the left. Now another tight end goes in motion from left to right. Now he comes back to motion. A lot of motions ahead and handing it off to Najee Harris. And Harris will dive ahead for a gain of 4. 13.5 to go here in the third quarter. 14-13 Steelers on top with the ball. Uh-oh. JOK reaching for his groin. That's going to be tough for the Browns. Handoff again for Najee. And Najee, on the second effort, will get the first down. Bouncing around to the left side. Move the chains here for the Steelers. So a big pickup on third down a couple of plays ago. And all of a sudden, the Steelers are moving the ball quite nicely. Only reason I bet the Browns is because my wife, I thought this was a 50-50 game, so I was like, who do you think's going to win? She said the Browns. I was like, all right, fine, I'll throw $5 on it. All right. 1st and 10. At their own 42-yard line on the Steelers. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and Najee Harris with another run, and this time will only get a gain of 2. Good swarm tackle there by the Browns. Ooh, the ball comes out late, but I think that was more wishful thinking. They blew the whistle way before the ball popped out there. Got to get the run game going against the Eagles? Absolutely. Got to control the time of possession because the Eagles are so good right now. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Just over 12 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Five down linemen for the Browns. And a weird play. They fake a reverse. Now they throw it underneath. It's caught by Harris. And Harris has room to run. And he hurdles a man. First down. Steelers. Casey Hayward. Hyped up. Or Cameron Hayward, I should say. Sorry. Hyped up for the Steelers. Actually ran onto the field as a defender. That's funny. With his helmet off and everything. He was pumped with leaping. And good job by Newsome to even just at least trip him up. Another first down up to the 46-yard line of the Browns. Play action. Mitch Trubisky has time. Throws it underneath. And Harris probably shouldn't even have caught that football. That's going to be a loss of 4 roughly on the play. Hilo did it better. Talking about Halou Jr.? Jeez. Talking about leaping over people. That's funny. Good old Roy Halou Jr. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Harris goes to the sideline. Jalen Warren, has played well. Just had that fumble after a long run. All right, here we go. Empty backfield set here. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Rolling to his right. Ooh, little pitch play to the running back. Shovel pass, and he's got plenty of room to run. Nice play. Warren making guys miss. Still running. Now he's up the sideline and finally pushed out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play. This could be coming back. Maybe an area of holding, or who knows. Uh-oh, Browns guy is on the field in pain. Walker Jr. Ooh, was it a blindside block or something? He is in. All right, he looks like his hands are moving. I think he might be okay. Or is he knocked out? Did I see his hands moving or not? The ref is just doing this. That's all he's doing. Whatever that means. There's a flag on the play. It could be a blindside block here on Anthony Walker. May have got his head taken off. Helmet is off of him. He's on the ground. Definitely going to go into concussion protocol, if I were to guess. I did not see the hit yet, so I'm not sure. I'm guessing this would be a blindside block, but could be anything at this point. Bod says it does not look good. We do have a commercial break right now. You know what? While we have a commercial break, I may as well go back. Let's take a look at the play if I saw it happen in real time. Oh, wait a minute. No, it shouldn't be a blindside block. It looks like he just gets hit on a block straight up, but his head goes back immediately. And then he gets jumped on. Not sure what happened here. It's kind of an awkward play. It's like they were going to straight up on the block, but then like Walker slipped or something, and then he just gets waylaid in the head, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad though. Watching the play over and over again, it doesn't look that bad unless he just like weirdly popped his neck or something. I'm not sure. What's the flag going to be? Do I see anything that looks like holding or anything? I don't know. We'll see, I guess, when we come back from commercial break, but it was kind of an awkward hit on that one. It didn't look horrible, but his head did get whipped back. I don't know. You never like to say somebody's faking, but I don't know. I think there might be a little Hollywood in here. But I hope that's the case because I don't want him to be hurt, obviously. But that's one of those hits that didn't look that bad, if that makes sense. It didn't look like he should be knocked out or anything. He did get jumped on after the fact. Now, that probably hurt. I mean, a big defensive or offensive lineman just jumping on your back. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. That's all I can say. Hopefully he is okay. Well, all right. Well, he's still on the ground. If he's faking it, he's really faking it. So I'm going to take that back. I don't think he's faking it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, weird play. Why would you call a flag on that? Like, that's what the offensive line, like, they taught to jump on top so that they don't get up and do anything. That's interesting. They're carting him. Oh, it's a leg injury. Okay. So, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So I don't even think it was based on the contact. I think it was, as I said, I thought he slipped. That makes a lot more sense. So it was not a head injury. It was a knee injury. Yeah, he must have known he blew out his knee bad. Because as I mentioned on the replay, it looked like he slipped a little bit. So he has a big brace on the left leg right now. So yeah, I think he blew out his knee. Ineligible downfield. Wow, ineligible man downfield, and that so that play is negated. So now we're going to have second and super long. It was already second and long because of the negative play for Najee Harris. Yeah, JOK stretching out his groin. He may not be coming back into the game. But all right, here we go. 2nd and 19 now, backed up to their own 45-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mitch scanning the field, throwing to the right side. Has his man. Deontay Johnson is open, and he steps out of bounds. Nice gain of about 14 or so yards. So it makes it a much more third and manageable here. Browns got to get the stop here if they want to prevent a field goal. He just stepped out of bounds on his own accord. Interesting. All right, 3rd and 5 now at the 41. So this would be a 59-yard field goal attempt. Takes a snap. Rolling to his left. Quick throw and incomplete. There is a flag on the play. What is the flag going to be? Both teams think that the other one interfered with the other. Is it going to be a holding or is it going to be a pick play? I think it's going to be against the defense. So this could be a big flag here. No, wait, they're talking to... No, it looks like it's going to be a pick play. Offensive, because they're talking to Kevin Stefanski, asking what he wants to do. It's a 59-yard field goal attempt. It's a long one. He already missed from 50 before. Are they going to accept the penalty to take the 5 yards? Penalties decline, so they will take the 4th down. 4th and 5, but now I think the Steelers may go for it here. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Chase Claypool just waylaid his corner. That was weird. He was more focused on hitting the corner instead of catching the football. So 4th and 5. Do they go for the... They're going to punt it. All right. They're going to punt it. Big decision there for the Steelers. Presley Harvin to punt it away. All right. See if he can pin him back deep. They're letting the clock roll for a while here. I'm not sure what they're trying to get him to jump off sides maybe or what. Or are they just going to take the 5-yard penalty and make it an easier punt? They will, but Cleveland's probably going to decline it. All right, they will accept the penalty. Actually, I like that. That's a good penalty to accept because it's still not a very easy punt. Not a very easy punt at all. But then you also just confirm that they're not going to go for it here on 4th down. So I don't mind accepting that penalty at all. Here's the punt now. There's the snap, the punt. And it will be fair caught right around the 14 or 15-yard line by the Browns. And that's where Jacoby Brissett will start his next drive, down by 1 with 9:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. You see NFL punters can kick less than 50 yards, so got to move it back. I can kick 30 yards. Sign me up. Yeah, there you go. But can you kick it 30 yards with about 6-second hang time? Can you do that? I guess you don't need to. You just pooch it. Just let it roll. Get a fortunate bounce. I'd probably kick it so low it'd get blocked. Who cares? It'll kick it 30 yards out of bounds. There you go. Just kick it 30 yards out of bounds. Are you that accurate? That's actually pretty hard to do. Kick it 30 yards out of bounds. Skin the Live says no. No what? What did I say? Did I say something that was no-worthy? 31 of you in the house. Appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, we'll be here all year long. Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night football. And, of course, every Washington game, because that's my team. If you are a pro and can't kick it 30 to 35 yards 99% of the time out of bounds, you should retire. I'll hire someone to kick it. You have to put a mile of air on the ball if you just placing it out of bounds. You don't have to, true. But kicking it accurately 30 to 35 yards out of bounds where it actually goes 30 to 35 yards downfield, like, that's actually not that easy to do, even if you don't worry about hang time. Good team, yep. Should have faked the punt. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't go for it there, honestly. That was an interesting decision. But they pin him back deep, play the field position game, and go from there. Nick Chubb, 675 pounds. Good night. Good gosh. And then this flexible thing. What is that? All right. Here we go. Under center, single back formation. Heavy formation. A lot of tight ends in here. Chubb, the running back, takes a snap. Hand off to Chubb. Running to his right. Power O. And good defense here by Spillane, I believe. He gets the tackle for loss. And he just came rushing through, reading his keys, understanding that that was definitely going to be a run. Almost 100%. And nowhere to go on that one. Loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. They place kicks 30 yards on a moving target. No, not a professional punter. A professional punter can do that. I agree with that. I'm talking about between me and you doing that. Like the Joe Bull. You said you could kick it 30 to 35 yards. I was saying that's difficult. Not a perfect, or not a professional rather. Here we go. Second. Oh, they even give him a yard on that one? Interesting. Quick throw over to the right side. Caught. Nice catch. And Cooper going up the sideline. And a nice gain for the Browns. Nice throw by Jacoby Brissett. Watch the right. You played rugby at Bama? No, you didn't. Did you really? Good for you, if that's true. That's pretty cool. All right, 1st and 10 now after the nice big play. Jacoby Brissett, 17 for 23, 162 yards and 2 tugs. Nick Chubb, the single back. Cooper out wide to the left. Another receiver motions out there to the left. Takes the snap. Play action. All right, setting up the tight end screen. He has blockers in front. Nice room to run. And Njoku continues to pad these stats. That'll be 8 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown for the tight end on 8 targets. He is killing it tonight. Having basically like a career day. You did? That's cool, bud. Rugby, I wish I played some rugby. I really do. I think rugby would have been my calling. I had a great center of gravity, tough runner, hard to bring down. I think I missed my calling on that one for sure. I played rugby with my girlfriend, but here we go. Brissett under center, takes the snap, handoff to the right side is for Chubb, and Chubb finding a nice little crease there, and this time he's still moving, pushing the pile now. It'll be a gain of 8. With some help with his offensive lineman, pushing it late. He was actually backwards to the end zone. He was back to the field, and his offensive lineman just took him for a ride. Tight end body is perfect for it. Yeah, I think I missed my call. It would have been an interesting one. Like, I remember playing, backyard football with a bunch of buddies, and, my buddy said, buddy said, on Madden, you would have 50 speed, but 99 elusiveness and hard to bring down. 90 broken tackle. Here we go. Looking to throw. Play action. Has to keep it himself. Now rolling. Oh, there's going to be holding on this play. Bring it back. He does get the first down. Pushed out of bounds, but that will be an easy holding call. Easy holding call. Was on the biggie squad my freshman year, then snapped my ankle riding a bike. Ooh, that sucks. Tough game? Yes, it's a very tough game. Dunn gets called for the holding. I disagree, Tim. Your calling is calling out the stupidity of the Commanders. Well, I appreciate that you enjoy that. Oh, that's a tough call. I don't know about that one, but whatever. He did get a hold of him. That's true. And it was outside the pads. All right, whatever. I'll give it the call. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Chubb, the single back. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side. Cutting up the middle is Chubb. Chubb, nice jump step. Making a guy miss. And he will get a gain of 7 or 8. So 3rd and manageable. I thought his calling was telling Jarris to wake up. No, that's J-Dubs in the chat. J-Dubs was telling him to wake up. That is funny. There is Nick Chubb. 11 carries, 76 yards. You think they should just keep feeding him the ball? I do. Dude's so good. But here we go. 3rd and 3. Chubb goes to the sideline for a breather. Hunt in the ball game. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to Hunt to the left side, and he's going to try to squeeze through, but he does not get to the first down marker. Wait, on this, I think he is about a yard short. Yes, they do say he's a yard short. But what's funny is, did a defender trip him up, or did his own man trip him up? That might be a more interesting challenge. Did anybody actually touch him because he slid to the first down? I don't know. Interesting. But Jacoby Brissett. Let's see if they go with another QB sneak here on 4th and 1. They already did it once to get it. And it's under 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. They're down by 1. Big decision here. He's going under center. Trying to get him to jump. Doesn't work out. And they're going to hand it to Chubb as a fullback run, and he's going to get it with ease and gets about a 10-yard gain on a fullback dive. Yeah, they went way all out for the QB sneak. Good play call there. Fooled the defense, and Chubb moves the chains for the Brownies. Brisket was tired. He just wanted to lay down a bit. Yeah, Brisket got tripped up. Luckily to hand that ball off for them. All right, 1st and 10 for the Browns here. They are in field goal range, so they can take the lead back with a field goal. So we saw back-to-back-to-back-to-back touchdowns in the second quarter. And now we've gone cold again on scoring, 14-13. But the Browns are in field goal range, so they could finally break the streak here. But we'll see. 4:41 to go. 29 of you in the house. Appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate you guys being here. I wouldn't put that dude on field goal. Go for it every try. Go for it, never try a field goal. Dude, he's 100% on field goals. He's like 6 for 6 on field goals, but he's only 75% from PAT. I don't think he's a bad field goal guy. Like 5 for 5 on field goal or something? Yeah, he's 2 for 2 from inside the 30, 2 for 2 from inside the 40, and 1 for 1 with a long of 58. He's just missed 2 PATs. The guy's actually a pretty good field goal kicker, the rookie, but obviously PATs are kind of his Achilles heel right now. Why don't the Commanders try to bring back Collins? Because probably money, and Collins also just doesn't want to be used in the way that they want to use him. He thinks of himself as a safety, not a linebacker. You remember, he got really offended when people are calling him a linebacker, and I don't know. Okay, then go for 2. There you go. You go for field goals, but then go for 2. Just keep them away from the PAT. Ooh, Wills Jr. That's a big loss. Big loss for the Browns. James Hudson now comes in as the new left tackle. That could be a big deal. 2 receivers to each side, a 2 tight end set, I should say. Chubb, the single back, takes a snap. Running to the right side is Chubb, and Chubb will fall forward for a gain of about 3. He doesn't see himself as a $5 million a year player, more than just a safety. Yep, exactly. So he just doesn't view himself that way. I mean, we're not paying him $10+ million to come play. That's just not happening. Browns definitely having some injury concerns here deep into this game. 3 receivers to the left, takes a snap, drops back to pass, quick throw to the right side, and it's going to be caught by Amari Cooper, but not enough for the first down. They're only going to give him a gain of about 5.5. So it'll be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards. We don't have a $10 million to give him? Exactly, yeah. So Browns enter the red zone here, 3rd and 1, up to the 18-yard line. Quick QB sneak, and they get it again with ease. And move the chains now up to about the 16-yard line goes Jacoby Brissett. Nice. Wyatt Teller getting some good push on that one, allowing a space for Jacoby to get the first down. All right, under 3 minutes now to play here in the third quarter. This is the Browns' first drive, I believe, of this half, and we're almost done with the third quarter. 2 long drives by both teams. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, pumping, steps up in the pocket, going to the end zone, and this one's going to be dropped by David Njoku. Nice tackle there by Sutton to not allow him to come down with that clean. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Brisket must hate that wide receiver. Tried to send him into the trainer's room. He's been his favorite target today. That's his first drop. Yeah, he's very fortunate he did not get rolled up on bad with a knee injury. Ooh. Wow. How did David Njoku not have a serious right knee injury? Wow, that is very fortunate. And he stays in the game. Whew, that thing bent a little funky, but not enough to hurt him. Good. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Throwing to the right side, and he hits it off the defender's leg. Looking for Amari Cooper. Great coverage there by Witherspoon. Giving no room to Amari Cooper. And it's 3rd and 10 with 2:37 to go. So now 3rd and 10 here. Big decision. Tried to force it in there, but great coverage by Witherspoon. Here we go. Third and long at the 16-yard line. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Throws it over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Hunt, but only a gain of about 7. 4th down and 3. We'll see if the Browns will decide to go for a field goal here. Oh, it is a middle of the field extra point range. Yeah, you're right. Uh-oh. Why every time Carson throw the ball, the Cam Sims, it's totally uncatchable? Probably because Cam Sims can't catch. So there's that. No, just kidding. Yeah, they're definitely not on the same page. But here we go. Cade York. They actually called it as an incomplete. Yes, it was definitely an incomplete. Kareem Hunt dropped it very clearly. Oh, Witherspoon limping now. But Cade York going to run on to the field to kick the extra point. He's 5 for 5 on field goals, but has missed 2 PATs. And as Bod mentioned in the chat, this is around PAT range. It's a 34-yard attempt. I think a PAT is 33, so I think he's good. He's outside of the PAT range, right? Here we go. From the right hash, we got the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and this one is a no-doubter. Right down the middle. It's good. And Cleveland takes the lead back 16-14 here with 2:31 to go in the third quarter. Jacoby Brissett having a nice game. He is 19 for 28, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not bad at all. No picks. He has been sacked 1 time. But protect the ball well. Doing a good job for Jacoby Brissett. And there's Witherspoon leaving the field. Yeah, as soon as he makes a play, then he's hurt. Now streaming. $16-14, 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. Here's those long commercial breaks again. Ooh. And we're back. 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. 16-14, Browns on top. The standard is the standard. That is pretty incredible. No losing seasons in 15 years. Wow. Head coaches with 15 consecutive years without losing season at any point is George Halas, Bill Belichick, and Tom Landry are the other ones to mention, but Mike Tomlin's the only one without a losing season in his career. All right, Cade York to kick it away, and this one is out of the end zone, and that'll bring up a 25-yard line for Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers. So they scored a couple of touchdowns in the second quarter. They had a decent drive to start the second half, but if we look here, since halftime, there's only been 2 drives. The first drive for the Steelers took 5 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock, but no points on the board. Then Cleveland, 14 plays, 70 yards, 7 minutes off the clock. And here we are, 16-14 at the 25-yard line. Here we go, Najee Harris, and he is going to get tackled for a 1-yard gain. And it is Fields the second, who is in the game for Anthony Walker, will get the tackle for 1-yard gain. Maybe we should hire all the Steelers assistants, get him to lose one season, right? He does a good job over there in Pittsburgh, no doubt about it. I remember I used to hate on Tomlin a little bit. I was like, hey, he inherited a good team from Bill Cowher. You know, they won the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. But he's clearly a really good, great coach, I should say. Here we go, hand up. No, Mitch Trubisky keeps it, and Trubisky will be tripped up and gains about 6 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Manageable here for the Steelers. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. I wouldn't think Amazon be doing commercial breaks. Yeah, I mean, since you're paying for it. But at the same time, you're really not paying much for Prime, because usually you're paying for Amazon Prime. I mean, you are paying for Prime, but Prime Video, I should say. But here we go. Mitch Trubisky, empty backfield, takes the snap. Here comes a 5-man blitz, going deep. And Deontay Johnson could not haul it in. Perfect throw by Mitch, to be honest, right in the breadbasket. But Deontay could not haul it in, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Steelers. Myles Garrett beating the double team, nearly getting the sack. And man, that was perfect throw by Mitch. I got to admit, that was a great throw. It was next to unwatchable for me last week. At least the picture is better than 480p this week. There's probably a setting in there that you can talk about this, but not a very good punt. But a good friendly bounce to the Steelers, going all the way to about the 20-yard line. And they down it there. So a nice friendly bounce for the Steelers. All right. Tua Tagovailoa. 6 tugs, 469 yards, giggity. 2 picks. All right. Now they have the lead, are the Browns. They had a 7-minute drive, I should say. And here come the under center. Chubb, the running back, takes a snap. Handoff up the middle to Chubb. Chubb will zigzag his way through a little bit and get a gain of 5 on first down. This Mike, first year without Big Ben. This is Mike's first year. Yes, it is. It is nice to have a quarterback, huh? It is nice to have a quarterback. But even this year, they're 1-1, and they're in a dogfight here with Cleveland. Both teams without really a good quarterback, though. Can't believe how good they were the last 2 years without how bad Ben was. Yeah, true. They've had a great defense. All right, Brissett under center, 2nd and 5. Offset I formation, handoff to the right side, cuts it up the middle, and Chubb will fall forward for a gain of about 3.5 or so, and it'll be third down and short. Yep, so that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. On to the fourth quarter. Browns 16, Pittsburgh 14. We got a game, ladies and gents. We got a game coming down to the fourth. That's all I wanted. I wanted a game coming down to the fourth quarter. Yeah, dabba dabba doo. How long before Mike puts in the rookie? I mean, Mitch is not playing that bad. That's the thing. I mean, he's had a couple of dropped passes, honestly, and he's 14 for 21, 143 yards. He's thrown some great passes. I don't think Mitch has done anything to lose his job, so I don't think they're going to throw the rookie in. I mean, he's thrown some really nice passes today. A couple of them just dropped, and he's made some things happen in the pocket. He ran for a touchdown. I don't hate how Mitch is playing today. My guess is no sooner than week 6. They are so conservative-minded. Yeah, that's true. But Mitch is not playing bad. They're 1-1. They lost to the Patriots, which is obviously a tough opponent with Bill Belichick. Mitch has played really well tonight. I don't have much complaints. What are we really complaining about as far as Mitch is concerned? I mean, that was a dot that he just threw to Deontay Johnson that was dropped with pressure in his face. He threw a nice pass to George Pickens down the field. He's been finding Deontay Johnson with moving in the pocket and buying time. I have no problems with how he's been playing. There's a reason they have winning season. They play safe. True. The knock on Mitchie is he doesn't push the ball downfield often, but hey, they may not want him to. True. On the most advanced smartphone display ever, the iPhone 14 Pro. You have to get the iPhone 14 Pro, man. I mean, it's way better than the 13. I mean, way better. Not. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Jacoby under center. Couple of tight ends inside. Now one motion to the left. Takes a snap. Play action. Brissett sets up. Going deep. Wide open is Amari Cooper. What a play call. 3rd and 1. They take a deep shot, and he gets tackled immediately. And the Browns, not settling for just a lead, they want to extend it. Beautiful play call. I love it. Amari Cooper getting it. Sutton all turned around. Oh, yeah. Sutton had no shot on that one. Great decision. Gutsy call, I should say. And they move the play. 4.5. Let's go. There you go. Great play to Cooper. That's right. Here we go. Brissett. Under center. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side. Cutting back is Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb bouncing off tacklers. And he will get a gain up to the 23-yard line. Goes Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, 15 carries, 104 yards. Nick Chubb running behind that great offensive line, but he's doing it as well, bouncing off tacklers. He's like a little pinball. Amazing. He's so good. So good. All right. First and 10, 13.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Another long drive here for the Browns. They got the Steelers defense gassed. Takes the snap, hand off to Kareem Hunt now, and Kareem Hunt will find a nice hole and barreling through tacklers, gain of 8. They're sharpening the knives. Who knows? The elf had a nasty streak. Yeah. Or who knew, I guess you're saying the elf had a nasty streak. They're just grounding and pounding it, baby. That's what I said to beat the Steelers. Like, their run defense is not the best. They have a solid defense, especially against the pass. They can get after the quarterback. Well, of course, when DJ Watt's in the game, I should say. But run defense is not great. Here we go. One guy goes in motion, takes the snap. Hand off to Hunt up the middle, and Hunt will get spun around. Does he get to the first down marker? We'll see what the spot is. I don't think they're going to quite give it to him. It should be 3rd and inches again. Yep, they will say 3rd down and inches. 12.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Browns have the ball inside the red zone now. They have a 2-point lead. They're trying to extend it. They have been extremely effective on these 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s. Let's see what they got in store here. Brissett under center. Guy in motion. Takes a snap. QB sneak, and he's going to get it with ease. Gain of about 5. And move the chains for Jacoby Brissett, who is pumped up. Pumped up. 12 minutes to play. He gives us a big freaking fist pump. Punch through the air. He is hyped. Jacoby Brissett feeling himself. 20 of 29. 212 yards, 2 tugs. Man, he's doing a great job. Here we go. 11.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and goal at the 8. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side is Hunt. Hunt jumping around, and he will fight for extra yards. Fall forward again to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Steelers missing a DT in front of that guard. I mean, they have Hayward, who's pretty darn good, but right now everybody's so tired. Steelers missing Watt. True. Definitely missing Watt, rather. All right. 2nd and goal. They actually give him all the way to the 3-yard line. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Takes a snap. Handing it off to Hunt. Hunt trying to bounce it out. Now cuts it back up the middle. And he's going to get stuffed at the 1-yard line. Nice tackle there by Devin Bush. And I think he had some help as well to make sure that he did not allow Hunt to fight through to get the extra yard. But it's 10.5 to go in the fourth. The clock just keeps on ticking if you're the Steelers. Tough. All right. Brissett in the shotgun. 3rd and goal from the 1. Handoff to the left side, rather. Hunt getting pushed. Can he get the effort? No, he's going to get stuffed at the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. What do we got? 10 minutes to go. Stefanski's going to go for it here. I love this decision. You're up by 2. You're going to pin them back at the 1 even if you don't get it. You're trying to extend that lead to a 2-score game. Field goal doesn't do much here. I mean, it does force them to score a touchdown, but getting a touchdown here makes it a 2-score game. That'd be big. Here we go. Heavy set formation. Brissett under center. Takes a snap. Hand off to Chubb, and Chubb will jump in and get it, at least on the second effort, if he didn't get it on the first. Touchdown, Cleveland, with another 4th down conversion. And Cleveland goes up 22-14. Wow. Man, I wish Boswell didn't miss that field goal, because I think the Steelers are going to get one more field goal, and that's the game. It would have been 23-20 on the dot. Sometimes you're good, man. Sometimes, it's you just know you're good. Here we go. York on the PAT. Hugs it inside that right upright. Fade. There's that fade again. And it was nearly blocked as well. So it's now 23-14 with 9.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Steelers will get the ball back down by 9 and have their work cut out for them. Do I have Chubb and Harris on one of these games? Yeah, I have Najee Harris and Nick Chubb on one of my teams. Not a bad day for him. 16.5 for Chubb, 15.5 for Harris. Solid day for those two. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. All right. $23-14. How many minutes did that take off the clock? Wow. 7 minutes off of the third quarter. Now 6.5 minutes off the fourth quarter. Jeez. That is some great controlling the line of scrimmage. The Browns ain't too shabby. Ain't too shabby. Look at this guy. This guy's hyped. Run the ball, Kevin. Run the ball. And Nick Chubb has 16 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Not a bad day at the office. All right. What will we see here for the Steelers? Ooh. Steelers schedule about to get brutal. Browns about to get scheduled is going to get brutal too. Jeez. So next week, both of them have a pretty easy game respectively. Jets for the Steelers, Atlanta for the Browns. But after that, both teams have a pretty tough road. But here we go. Mitch, under center, takes a snap, handoff up the middle for Najee Harris. And Najee Harris is going to get tripped up and barely get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. I smell swing pass to Najee. Do they put this in Mitch's hands now? Absolutely. All right, here we go. Two receivers to each side. Mitch in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back to pass, scans the field, throwing it over the middle, and tough pitch and catch, but no catch, I should say. Man, double covered there, and Chase nearly had it, but it does fall to the ground. Mitch putting it in harm's way a little bit there. Trying to squeeze it in there. Great coverage there. I believe it's Johnson poking it away. Yep, Josh Johnson. Here we go, 3rd and 10. There's Tacky. What a great last name. Here we go. Mitch in the shotgun. 2 seconds on the play clock. Gotta get rid of it. And it's going to be a false start. Cole gets called for the false start. Now it's 3rd and 15, and the Steelers are falling apart. All right. Come on, Yankees. Need the Yankees to win. Bet some on Yankees, baby. All right, here we go. 23-14. 3rd and 15. Mitch in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Has some good protection and overthrows his man. And that is going to force the punt. And a quick 3 and out does not spell well for a Steelers team because this Cleveland team is humming in the run game. Humming big time. And Mitch with a quick 3 and out. This could be all she wrote for the Steelers team right now. All she wrote. There's the kick from Harvin. And decent punt. Caught around the 32. Room to run. Spinning. And he'll get tackled at about the 39-yard line. Is the returner for the Browns. So that's where the Browns will start this next drive. And they're going to try to extend their lead again. They're up by 9. One more touchdown. Almost feels like it puts it out of reach here. That's the Nickelodeon MVP. Yes, it is. Yes, it is there, Expert JK. I know you're feeling good as a Browns fan right now. Yeah, they're going to feed them some Chubby. Yep. They might not even feed Chubby. They may start giving it to Hunt, honestly. I don't know. Obviously, Chubb, I think, would be a little bit better at it, but, I mean, save some carries for him. I mean, Hunt, Hunt's not running. Hunt's running decent. 4 yards a carry as well. I may just give it to Hunt. Save Nick Chubb's legs for the rest of the year. You're up by 9. You don't really need to kill a whole lot of clock. But Hunt is going to be just as good at it almost. You know, like not as good. Nick Chubb's definitely better, but it ain't like Hunt is some slouch at icing a game. This might be their last win, though. Why save them? I hate Steelers, but come on, Pickett deserves to start. I don't know. I thought Mitch played okay. I really do. I don't really hate how Mitch played tonight. I mean, you don't want to put Mitch in a situation where he has to come back, though. But I don't really hate how Mitch played. All right. Can the Steelers stop them here? I find it hard to believe right now, man. Skin them alive. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you bet on the Steelers, but that's why I just took the money line on it. I didn't like the spread at all. I didn't know how to feel about the spread. So I said if I was taking the spread, I would lean to the Steelers, but I didn't like it. I said, hey, just give me Browns money line. I'll take it from there. Granted, I didn't bet a lot on it, but I bet my min bet $5. Just growing my stack slow. Here we go. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side. Cutting up the middle is Chubb. So Chubb's the game, and he'll get a gain of about 2. No shoving after the play. No flags. I know you're happy with the $5 bet. Yep. So far, so good. And the Yankees just won. I just bet $5 on the Yankees as well. Let's go! And they just won the game. So that's another few bucks in my pocket. Because I bet money. Since I bet money lines, I don't win like the full amount. But I win a lot. So that's all I care about. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left. Brissett in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Brissett pumping, throwing it underneath. Caught by Njoku. Njoku will dive ahead for the first down on a second effort. With 3 Steelers around him, he still finds a way. Njoku is having himself a night, baby. Jeez Louise. 9 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. And that's a first down for the Browns. And the clock continues to run. They're up basically right at midfield. Brownies looking to ice this game out. With one more field goal, we get the over. I also predicted the over. I didn't bet on the over, though, but I felt good about the over. Should have bet it, though. Didn't. Here we go. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Chubb, and Chubb will dive ahead for a gain of about 2.5, maybe 3. The power of the HB that falls forward. Yes, it's so important. I can't wait to get Brian Robinson for that reason, man. Do you bet parlays or just one game and on what sportsbook? I bet on FanDuel with my buddy's account, and I only bet straight bets. Takes the snap. Handoff to Chubb, and Chubb will get tackled for a big loss. I believe that's Highsmith getting in the backfield, and that's a huge loss for the Browns. But I only do straight bets, and parlays to me, like, I don't know. I'm trying to bet. I bet a lot of money lines. Like, I'm winning nearly 70% of my bets. Nearly 70%. I bet a lot of money lines. I've turned $50 so far into 190-ish. So, doing decent this year. But I win a high percentage, bet a lot of money lines, and I let it go. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left. Brissett in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back to pass. Brissett throwing it to the right side, tipped up in the air and dropped by Cooper. Wow, Cooper could have iced this game out, and he drops an easy first down. Thrown a little bit behind him, but that should have easily been caught for a guy like Cooper. Oh, man. He's got to catch that, but that's a tough catch. The reason is because it's thrown a little bit behind him, and the Steelers defender's right there, and the Steelers defender broke his concentration just a little bit. He thought he was going to get tipped, and it didn't get tipped. Dropped pass. Tough. There's this punt from Bojorquez, and we will get a bounce. What a punt! Bounced at about the 5-yard line, and it's downed. What a perfect punt for the Browns. And now the Steelers really have their work cut out for them. Down by 9 with 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tough, tough, tough. All right. Gillette. The best a man can get. Sorry, just checking my fantasy baseball. We're good. I can't stand KFC, but all these commercials are making me want chicken. Yeah, KFC is not my. I'm a Popeyes guy. I prefer Popeyes. I like the Popeyes biscuits. Apparently that's controversial. Some people don't like the Popeyes biscuits. They think they're too dry and nasty. I like Popeyes biscuits. I get the extra biscuit as my side. If the Browns score, I'll bring in Pickett. Yep. But that didn't happen. We're definitely going to see Mitch. Because as I said, Mitch has really not played that bad. So I won 641 on Milwaukee. I lost 10 on Houston to Baltimore. I won like 260 something on the Yankees. I'm going to win like 238 on the Browns. So I'll be positive for the day. Not big positive, but I'll be positive again. I like it. Continue to move forward. Here we go. 23-14. Steelers down by 9 at their own 6. Quick throw over to the right side. It'll be caught by Chase Claypool for a quick pitch and catch. Gain of about 8. Oh, the first play, and they move him. Yeah. I kind of shocked they are not moving the pocket for Mitch, though. Use his legs. They've been doing it quite a bit today, but they didn't do it last drive. If we end up getting rid of some Washington coaches, who would you like to see come in? I guess is what you mean. I'll answer that in a second. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Scanning the field. Throwing it to the left side. And it'll be caught by Deontay Johnson. No, they say it's incomplete. He could not quite get his arms underneath. So incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 3 here for the Steelers. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. Good night. Just bullied that left tackle. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a stud is Myles Garrett. 3rd and 3. 5 minutes to go. Claypool goes in motion. Stays on the left side though. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Mitch avoids the rush. Can he? No, he cannot. He does not escape it. Phillips gets the sack. And it's 4th down and roughly around 5. And the Steelers, deep in their own territory, looks like they're going to bring in the punt. And that's almost a forfeiture of the game. Like, you're in a tough spot here. Down by 2 scores with under 5 minutes to go against the Browns with how they can just eat time off the clock. You're almost forfeiting the game by not going for it here. That's tough. But let's see if that decision can pay off in the long run. I don't know. Here's the snap, and here is the kick. See, it'll be fair caught. No, it won't. It won't be fair caught. He will dive ahead up to the 49-yard line. So the Browns, only about 20 yards away from even extending their lead a little bit more with a potential field goal. But 4:30-ish to play now. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Steelers. They got to get a quick 3 and out, but then even then, they'll have to hope that, I guess, it's a touchback. Then you have to go 80 yards to score a tug. I don't know, man. George Pickens not very pleased on the sideline, I guess. Or what? Not sure. The rookie. Here we go. Brissett under center at the 49-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Hunt. Hunt bouncing around a little bit, and he's only going to get a gain about 1.5 yards or so. Crosses midfield. Rex Ryan as DC. Okay, so yeah, to answer your question, who would I want as coaches here in Washington? I want a young coach. I want a young and potentially innovative coach. Who does that leave us with? I don't have a strong opinion on like a coach off the top of my head. I don't want Kellen Moore. I don't want nothing to do with Kellen Moore. But maybe try to find like a offensive coach, preferably an offensive coach that's young and potentially innovative. Pepper Johnson's interesting. He was the DC Defender head coach. No, that's Pep Hamilton. Who's Pepper Johnson? Which one's Johnson? I don't really want Eric Bennett in me. He's not really a young coach. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Chubb, and Chubb will go nowhere. Nice tackle by Hayward. Loses a couple of yards on that one. Steelers holding up strong here. They're going to use their second timeout. Well done. Linebacker coach from New England? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I'd prefer an offense, I think. I would give him a shot at DC. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I would like some young coaches. That's kind of what I would prefer. Oh, so that's who Pepper Johnson is, the linebackers coach. I see. Hello, Deion Sanders. No, thank you for Deion. I think Deion's exactly where he should be. Deion is a college coach, inspiring some younger kids. HBCU. I think that could be a tremendous spot for him for a long time, helping young guys. I don't know about the league. We had 2 coaches that fit that description. I know, dude. Yeah, Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell, Matt LaFleur. Yeah, I know. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Blitz coming, has to get rid of it. Pump fakes, and down goes Brissett with a big sack. And that drive is going to go backwards. Highsmith with another sack. Highsmith is all over the place. They're going to let the clock run here. They're not going to use their final timeout. We're under 4 minutes to go, and they're down by 2 scores. It's going to be a tough break. I know we need to get rid of Jack Del Rio. True. Like, who's a great offense right now? Who's like the offensive coordinator for the Eagles? I wonder who their OC is. He's an interesting. That's a great offense I like. Who's the OC for? Who's also the OC for the Lions? I like what the Lions are doing. I don't know who their OC is. Like, I'm trying to think of like OCs that don't have necessarily like that tremendous quarterback that makes it pretty dang easy on them, but that are using innovative offenses to move their ball around. They make sure they get their number 1 targets the ball. Like in Detroit, obviously Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift get a heck of a lot of touches. Or in the Eagles, like they make sure that they get their targets the ball. A.J. Brown gets the ball. Devontae Smith gets the ball. Like, those are some interesting guys that I would potentially look at. OC from the Chargers, maybe. It's just Justin Herbert. But Mitch throwing it to the left side. It'll be caught. This one will be caught by Deontay Johnson. First down, gain of about 12. I'm not into Byron Leftwich. I'm not into Byron Leftwich at all. I did not like their offense last year. They have a tremendous running back, and they refuse to run the football. I was not a fan of Byron. 3 receivers to the right. Mitch in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Has time, throwing it to the middle of the field. What a catch by Pat Freiermuth! Oh my goodness! And the Steelers are not dead yet. Well, they have a tremendous QB too, exactly. Just a little bit. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mitch, quick throw again over the middle of the field, and it's caught by Pat Freiermuth. First down, move the chains. He gets it to the ref. They set it down. 2.5 to go here. They got to score quickly. They're up to the 26-yard line of the Browns. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mitch going for it all, and intercept. No, they're going to say incomplete. George Pickens trying to go for the one-hand catch again. This one did not work. But Emerson catches it the corner on the tip. Oh, he alligator armed it a little bit. Oh, if he didn't alligator arm it, that could have been a touchdown. One-hand grab. Ben Johnson is the OC for the Lions. Is he young? I like what the Lions are doing on offense. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw over to the right side. This one's caught by Pickens, and Pickens will spin off a tackle. He's a tough son of a gun, but he could not escape all the tackles. 4 Browns are there. Yeah, who's Ben Johnson? So that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Oh, wait. They do call snap. Hold on. And they're going to go to the end zone, and Deontay Johnson could not bring it up, but there's a flag on the play. There's also a flag in the secondary. This could be pass interference. He's 36. Ooh, that's an interesting one there, gamer guy. That is an interesting. Maybe it's the OC for the Lions. Illegal shift offense. Wait a minute. Wait, doesn't that make sense? Illegal shift is before the play, right? Like, you can't have an illegal shift and run the play. So the pass interference should not stand. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning, though. Bull crap. I know, you want this garbage time touchdown, skin them alive. I know. Doesn't bother me. I got the Browns money line, so... 4.5. I know. You got to get that touchdown, baby. Wonder if the Bill O'Brien would leave Bama to OC in the NFL again. Not sure I want him as a head coach. No, I don't want Bill O'Brien near my organization. I don't want him near, like, the stuff that he was doing to, like, DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want nothing to do with Bill O'Brien. I don't care if he is the best OC to ever see the game. He is not a personality I want near my locker room. It's kind of like having Jack Del Rio. Even though Jack Del Rio is not good, though. Here we go. Mitch Trubisky in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Has to float to the right. 3rd and 5. And incomplete, looking for Pat Freiermuth. 4th and 5. They're going to go for the PAT here. Or the field goal. Get the over. You're within a touchdown. I think you have to go for the field goal here. And try to get, either way, you got to get the onside kick. You may as well take it now when you have a minute. Yep, they're going to take the field goal from the right hash. They're going to try to make this a over game. Cleveland in the over. Takes the snap. The snap is up and the field goal is good. There's a flag on the field, though. Not sure what the flag is. What about Raheem Morris, Rams defensive coordinator? He's 46 and his defensive scheme is good. Morris is interesting. He had a chance in Tampa Bay to be a head coach, didn't he? I don't know if I want to retread. Wasn't Raheem Morris a coach in Tampa? Oh, now it's 4th and inches. Now do they go for it? 4th and inches here? Interesting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. You don't think he was a head coach? Why did I think Raheem Morris was a head coach at one point? They're discussing this. Who am I getting him mixed up with? Yeah, he was Tampa Bay's head coach from 2009 to 2011. So he had 3 years as a head coach, and I don't think they were very good. Morris is horrible. Yeah. Here we go. Boswell to kick it from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and there's the over. Bing, bang, boom, baby. O'Brien would trade 3 first-rounders just to get Brandon Sheriff back if he was our coach. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. I want nothing to do with him. Minute and 48 on the clock. They got to get they have to get the onside kick. Have to. He was horrible while, as a defensive backs coach. All right. Here we go. They're going to kick an onside kick. Browns gave up one last week to the Jets, and that's how they ended up losing it. It'd be crazy if Cade York's missed PAT cost them the game here again. So they got Amari Cooper on the one side as the hands team, Peoples-Jones on the other side. Let's see what they got. All right, there's the onside kick. And it's dropped! And it's going to go out of bounds, though. Oh, the Steelers nearly had it. Pickens jumping on it. Peoples-Jones nearly giving it up. Jeez. There's a flag on the play, though. Looks like even if they would have got it, he would have been screwed anyway because of the flag. But it went out of bounds anyway. I'm sure they're going to say penalty declined, Browns football. Steelers will be able to stop the clock one more time, so that means they'll have at least one more chance at it if they don't allow a first down, but it's not going to be quite a much time, not really going to be enough time. They may get it with like seconds left, like a few seconds. Oh, Pickens gets called for the offsides. All right. They have one timeout. Yeah, I mean, with 40 seconds each play, you're going to be able to take off 1:20 on the clock, plus about 4 to 5 seconds for each play. You're going to have like less than 10 seconds on the clock, if that. So this game is pretty much all but over. A first down will definitely ice it. But let's see what they're doing here. All right, heavy formation. They're going to run it with Nick Chubb here. A few tight ends bringing an extra alignment as well. Takes the snap, hand off to Chubb, and Chubb will just run forward and get what he can. And 40 seconds on the clock. And the Steelers will use their final timeout. What if Scott Turner becomes the head coach? No thanks. He's just not, I don't know. I mean, he does fit that bill. But, and I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't know. I don't think I like it. I would prefer a coach that understands that he needs to get his number one targets the ball a lot more. So, I'm not the biggest Scott Turner fan. I'm not the biggest Scott Turner hater, but I'm also not the biggest Scott Turner fan. All right, single back formation here. Let's see how much time's left after the end of this play. The snap, run up the middle with Chubb, and Chubb will get close to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1. So if they get the first down, this game is definitely over. Ken Dorsey? No, not much about him. I don't know much about him. We still haven't learned our lesson from the onside kick from the Jets game. Yeah. Nick Chubb, man. Have a day. 22 carries, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Jeez. Studley. Oh, is Ken Dorsey the Bills OC? But he also is not. I didn't realize Ken Dorsey's the OC. I know Brian Dable was their OC last year. I didn't know who they hired to replace him. But problem with Bills OC is they have Josh Allen. But at the same time, I do love their offense. And Dable seems like he's a great coach for the Giants. I don't know. Liam Cohn? I'm not familiar with him either. Liam Cohn. Offensive coordinator for the Rams? I don't know, man. All right, takes a snap. Brissett handed it to Chubb. Chubb fighting for extra yards. I think he may have gotten the first down, and that will be the ball game. And depending on the spot, it looks like that should be it. I mean, it's already game. It's only a 7-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So, I mean, you could just take the ball, run around with it for a little bit, and then throw it, just chuck it out of bounds, and the game is over. He was the QB coach before this year? Oh, so he developed Allen. That's an interesting case. That is an interesting case. All right. I may be able to get behind a Ken Dorsey. There's the first down. This game is over. Expert says 2-1, baby. That's right. 2-1. The Browns move on to next week. 2-1. 23-17. Cleveland on top. Mitch Trubisky played decent, but could not come away with a win. 19 for 31, 209 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. He did have a one where he ran it in for a touchdown. Najee Harris had 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 22 carries, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett had a really nice day. 21 for 31, 220 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He also had quite a few of runs. Well, sorry, it felt like more. He had more QB sneaks than this, but 3 carries, 11 yards for Brissett. I think all 3 of those were on QB sneaks. Amari Cooper, 7 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown for Amari. David Njoku, 9 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown for him. Leading receiver for the Steelers, Deontay had 7 catches, 76 yards. And yeah, I think this is... Oh, wait, maybe not. Ken Dorsey? That actually sounds familiar. I was wondering where I heard Ken Dorsey's name from. Quarterback for the Browns? That sounds right. Okay, fair enough. I'm not surprised by that. I felt like I heard that name before. There is a review here, but either way, the game is over. They may say he's short. There's 36 seconds left with 29 seconds on the play clock. This is 7 seconds. I mean, you can just max protect for a minute. Not for a minute, but obviously for a couple of seconds. Just chuck it in the air. Get out of the pocket, of course. I like Kellen Moore as a head coach. Nah, I'm not a fan. He doesn't understand that he needs to freaking hand the ball off to Zeke, man. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to throw 1,000 times a game when Zeke is running the ball at 5 yards a pop. It's horrible. Yeah, I like Kellen Moore as the Cowboys head coach. Just waiting on this official review. They may call him short, but I still say this game is all but over. I mean, you could just punt this thing and have a 4-second, you take like about a second and a half to punt it, about a 4-second hang time. I mean, this game is over. A 10-second runoff. Okay, so just to explain what happened here. All right, so basically what they say is there was forward progress stopped. He was short of the line to gain. They put the clock back to 50 seconds when he was tackled, then a 10-second runoff, but yet now there's only 25 seconds on the play clock, which is very odd. Why a 10-second runoff on the game clock but a 15-second runoff on the play clock seems odd, but okay, now they're trying to get him to jump off sides. They're going to let the clock run. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. This is the play clock. 25 seconds left in the game. Trying to get him to jump. Nothing's happening. Steelers stay on discipline. 3, 2, 1. And they will allow the clock to go all the way down to 14 seconds. They do use a timeout here. The Browns do. And now with 14 seconds, I'm assuming they're going to punt the ball, pin them back deep to have no time left. Well, that is a weird call. Why reset it to 50 seconds and then have a 10-second runoff? The 10-second runoff doesn't make any sense to me. Why not just start the play clock fresh at 40 seconds with 50 seconds left? That seems very odd. You shouldn't hand it to Zeke with the receivers Cowboys have. No, you should be handing it to Zeke, okay? Like, he's their best player. He's been their best player for quite some time on offense. Their best weapon, hand them the football like they used to. That's why they started winning a ton of games. All right, here we go. Or hand it to Tony or whatever. I don't care. Tony's really good too. There's the kick. 10, 9, 8, and wow, pins him back to the 4-yard line. Nice punt by the Browns. So there's 9 seconds left, and they're 96 yards away. Look what he's doing with Cooper Rush at QB, though. Yeah, they ran the football with Zeke and Tony. What a concept. You ran the ball with those two, and then play action, and then Cooper won the game. But with Dak in the game, Dak sucks, and you think that you have freaking Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, all the greats at quarterback, and you think you're going to throw it 1,000 times a game, and you get destroyed. 19-3. All right, here we go. Mitch is going to throw it underneath, and they're going to do a little weird pitch play. Here come the pitches. Harris has it. And he's going to pitch it. Oh, my God, it's a touchdown. The over hit. Well, the over doesn't matter, but the Browns actually get a touchdown to end it. It actually didn't matter because the over-under was 38, so it doesn't affect it too much. But the game is over. And we're off to the races. So that's a fumble for Najee Harris. That's annoying. Wait a minute. Did Najee Harris just get freaking counted for a fumble loss? Oh, that's gross. Did I just lose a couple of points from fantasy because he fumbled the football? they're going to count him as fumbling the football, and he's going to lose a couple of points. That's really sad and annoying. That's really sad and annoying. Yep, fumble loss. Lost 2 points. Gross. Anyway, all right. We're done here. It was a good game. Browns won it. 29-17. Game over. Thank you guys, everybody who was hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back on Sunday for the Skins game. Hoping to see you there. Then we'll be back Sunday night, and then Monday night, and week 3 will be in the books. But anyway, great call on the game, Tim. Thanks, man. L, such a pathetic ending. Yeah. Would have been good TD, though. Case McCarthy is an offensive coach. Yeah, exactly. Ugh, terrible. But anyway, we will see you next time. And until next time, see you!